You are live!
Oh, hey! Hi, everybody. It's me, Will the Fingerdo, a.k.a. the Suet Puddin'. Oh, I'm live. I'm out of the hospital, or as I like to call it, the Plush Medical Center. Bette Midler is the quote. The Plush Beverly Hills Medical Center is how she used to say it, but who's kidding who? I have never been to Beverly Hills. But I am here. I am throwing on makeup. This is officially, I need to tell you, officially the first time I'm putting on makeup in over a month, almost a month and a half. I went into the hospital over a month ago, and I haven't had makeup on. And I have to tell you, I was nervous to do this. And I want to thank Candace Gregoris, a.k.a. Alma Fingers,
Woo!
my drag daughter, illegitimate drag daughter, more like a play cousin. She is moderating today. So if you don't like an answer you got from me, it's her. If you loved it, it's me. But anyway, so she's going to be reading me questions so I don't miss them. And I am going to be playing with some makeup. Now, I'm just getting my eyebrows on, and then I'm going to do my, I always do my eyebrows in the cream. Whatever I'm doing to set my face with cream, like all my contour and everything, I always do my eyebrows in that cream too, and then I set the whole thing, and then I use it as a template later. So I'm not, I'm not necessarily worried about getting these eyebrows perfect. That was pretty perfect. Did you see how that went on? Oh, I should take a month off more often. That was pretty good. Suck on that, Mila Kunis. For those of you who don't know, my eyebrow model, my spirit eyebrow animal is Mila Kunis. I just love her eyebrows. I think she's got the most beautiful. Do you know how young she was on that 70s show? Candace?
I don't know.
I think she was 14.
Oh, wow.
She was severely underage. She lied because she wanted a job. Good for her. And I think she lied and told them she was 16 and just about to turn 17.
Oh. We got a lot of love in the comments, Wilma.
Yay, love in the comments. That was the name of my one-woman show. So I want to start off by thanking anybody who sent me a tip or do, or sent me, or joined me on Patreon, or bought a T-shirt on Redbubble, or contributed to my GoFundMe. Thank you all so much. What happened for me was a perfect storm of misery. So here in Canada, we have free medical care, but we have what's called our health card. So in Ontario, it's called the Ontario Health Insurance Plan, OHIP. During COVID lockdown, mine expired, and as mine expired and the lockdown had happened, I stopped. I don't know if it was because I was sitting in a bachelor apartment and not going out anywhere or whatever, but I became less and less able to walk, and because of that, my legs got swollen, and because of that, they got dry and cracked, and then they got infected, and it was this perfect storm of that happening while my OHIP card had run out, while I thought, well, this is just it. Not to sound morbid, and I don't want anyone to think that I have those thoughts myself, but I really kind of thought, well, this is it. This is the way it ends type of thing in my mind, and because my OHIP card had run out, I really thought I had no options. I thought I had no way to take care of myself, and that's why things got to the point they got to. But then, as luck would have it, I ended up relying on my friends, and this is something all of my friends will tell you. I never call them. I think of them fondly and often. I'm constantly talking about them. You guys know I'm constantly talking about my friends, and I love them all so severely. And they're all so talented and brilliant on their own that there's a level of humility for me where I can't believe they're my friends, except for Wilhelmina. I just let her hang out with me because she thinks I'm cool. But the whole I called Ryan Russell, my friend, the international gay porn star, first to help me because he's one of those people. He said, well, the first thing you got to know is you don't need your OHIP card. You live in Ontario. You're an Ontario citizen. They got to take care of you. So I was like, okay. So he went to the hospital with me and got me settled. And then Ted Morris, a.k.a. Willoughby the Finger Do, and his boyfriend, Jeffrey Mason, two more of my bestest friends in the world. They were very supportive. Ted came to my apartment and purged it of just stuff that didn't need to be here, getting it ready for me to come back. And Candace, a.k.a. Alma Fingers, was very instrumental in that. And I'll tell you right now, I don't care how gay the man is. You need a woman in an apartment who's got a few cats at home and a boyfriend, because she'll tell you what's what. I'm not saying she's going to be better at cleaning than you because she's a woman. I'm just saying she's had to tell a few people what's what. And they're the ones that make the hard decisions. That's cut glass. Get rid of it. But anyway, so they were really, really helpful in getting me just feeling good about being in the hospital. Here's the funniest thing. I want to just share this before we get to questions and all that. I called Ryan, my friend, the gay international porn star, Ryan Russell. I called him and said, I need you to go to the hospital. I need you to help me. And he said, fine. I can be there in 20 minutes. And I said to him, and I'm not kidding any of you. I'm not kidding any of you. This is how much I love you. This is the extent to which I will go to serve you the quality entertainment you find here regularly at the Finger Do. I said, could you make it an hour and a half? Because I'm almost finished uploading my review of episode 2 of All Stars 8. And I said to Ryan, I know how crazy this sounds. But the whole thing's edited. It's ready to go. If I'm in the hospital for a week or something, I'll lose my mind knowing it's just sitting there. As it was, I was in the hospital a month. So I am very happy that I got it up. As it was, I got it up and loaded, and I even started responding to some posts before the paramedics came. So anyway, so I got to the hospital. They got me on antibiotics. They started treating my legs. My legs were in bad shape. They were really a lot of dry, dead skin and some open wounds. And the thing that was really great was my medical team, the wound care specialists. They were really super impressed with how quickly I responded to treatment. They had to do a tensor bandage wrap. I'm still getting the tensor bandage wrap. My legs are still getting swollen, and we're dealing with that. That's the next thing that we're dealing with. But they informed me that I was a type 2 diabetic. So I'm a type 2 diabetic. But I kind of always figured I would end up being, because my mother was one. It runs in my family. So I have to be honest, I don't eat a lot of sugar or a lot of crap. I just eat too much, and I don't move. And so being in lockdown and not moving and being able to have cheese delivered, that's not a great combination of things. I'm just going to say to you right now.
Are you ready for a couple comments?
I am ready for anything you got for me, Candace. I want you to know, every time I talk to Candace, I fight my soul not to sing cameos. Candy. Oh, so sweet. All right, go. Hit me.
All right. Well, I guess I just wanted to put a note up here. Dr. Kevgowski was also very
Yes, Dr.
kind.
Kevgowski. How are you, darling?
Very kind to give us a tip or two. Was asking, being so honest about your struggle will help others find their strength. Love you, gorgeous. Seriously. So what do you think about sharing?
What do I think about sharing the story?
Being so honest.
Ask Candace. You ask me anything. I might know you 10 minutes. I'll tell you exactly the truth. Like
It's true.
I can't make it up. I'm not going to lie to you. But the hard thing for me was, I think the biggest problem for me was the shame I felt in letting myself get to that level of health or lack of health. And then that perfect storm of no one was going anywhere. Like, it was easy for me to hide it and hide out. And it got to a point. This is the thing that makes me laugh the most, because there's a joke for my stand-up in here somewhere. But I have always joked with people. It's like, I don't care how I die. I just don't want somebody coming to the landlord and complaining about the smell. And, meaning I want to, if I'm going to go, I want to go with a bang, literally. I want it to be spectacular. And then what was sad was my landlord came to the door to complain about the smell. Apparently my legs were so infected that they could smell it, and I became nose blind to it, or nose deaf, or whatever they call it. And that's why I called the ambulance. Like right then and there, it's like, oh no, this is affecting people. It's just affecting me. I don't care. I'm that type of person. Like, I don't put a lot of weight on anything for me. And it was funny because I wasn't able to go places. I was like, my mobility got worse, and like Ted and Jeff, they're my family. Every year I go to their house for Thanksgiving and Christmas, and I was lying to them. I was making up excuses not to go because I couldn't walk up their stairs. And my brother and his wife, who I love my brother and his wife. My brother married the best woman in the world, and if he had, I don't know if I'd like him as much as I do now. But the two of them are a great couple. They've been married almost 30 years, and maybe they are 30 years married. I don't know. But they would say, "Oh, do you want to come over?" And I go, "No, I'm going to go to Ted and Jeff's." And then Ted and Jeff would go, "Oh, you're coming?" And I'd be like, "You know what? I'm going to go to my brother's and his wife because they asked." And lies, a web of lies. And so it was awful. I'm so sorry. I just realizing while I'm sitting here, I'm not doing anything. So I'm going to try and do stuff while I'm talking. So I think for myself, and I'm not unique in this. I think a lot of men are like this, where they they're not health minded. Women, because of a woman's body, they kind of are forced to be very medically connected to their bodies, whether they want to be or not. At the minute they start menstruating, they have to go to a doctor every month, or whatever. But with men, it's very laissez-faire or laissez-faire. And I think that a lot of men avoid going to the doctors, and I think also there's a lot of things that we don't know are going on because it's stuff you would never know until it's too late or too far gone.
Yeah, just threw a comment up on screen. David has said, Wilma, because you told us of your struggles, it helped me go see my medical practitioners for help. So you've got a lot of people saying thank you for being honest, and also a lot of people saying how gorgeous you look right now, Wilma.
Sorry, I'm getting teary-eyed. Who said thank you?
We have David Volgett, or Bogglehut.
Yeah, David came and saw me in the hospital. He brought flowers. It's hard. It's hard for men to stay in touch with their health, and it's so easy. Like the minute I came home from the hospital and I was in my apartment, I kind of just reverted to what I was doing before, which was rolling around in an office chair. And I had to actually stop myself and no, get up out of this chair. So I have a walker for my apartment. It's this little thing. Look, it's so tiny. Oh, but it's a good walker because it's got a chair in it. My problem right now is I can walk. I just don't have any. My balance is off, and I have no stamina for standing still. I'm good if I'm moving, but if I stand still, my legs go weak. So this has a chair on it or a bench, so it's good for me. Like if I'm in the kitchen and I'm doing something, I can just take a break. But I got a rollator, whatever. But it's one of those like four-wheeled things with handlebars, and it's going to be a menace. So I have that now for outside, and it's all four wheels. And I'll tell you, a friend of mine saw me trying to get around outside in this little walker and said, it was Jeffrey, Ted's Wilhelmina's boyfriend. And he said, that's a terrible walker for you. I know. So I just bit the bullet and bought that. And the only reason I could bite the bullet and get this huge rollinator is because, and I can't thank you guys enough. The minute I went into the hospital, I started getting tipper dues, and then a couple of you increased your Patreon membership fee in support of me going into the hospital. I can't thank you enough, but what amazed me the most, do you want to throw it up on the screen, Candace?
Sure.
Was the Wilma Fingerdo GoFundMe. I wasn't even going to do, I've done GoFundMes for all sorts of people. People are like, oh, you have to do a GoFundMe. And then the minute it was me, it was like, oh no, look, I got these great tips, these tipper dues. I don't want to ask these people for more. No one has any money. All those thoughts go through my head. And it was like that when I was trying to even do to produce, like, ugh, I still, even now, I feel kind of weird, but this is the only thing I do. I don't have a job. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't, before lockdown, I didn't have a job, and I've been kind of floating literally through life between Patreon and YouTube. I don't even have a website to sell stuff off of, but I don't need one with Redbubble. But I just, I've lost my train of thought now.
Well, you know what I can jump in and I can say is we got a lot of people saying that they're really familiar with rolling chairs and different people with their moms and brothers in the hospital. Yeah. And here, I'm just going to throw up a little comment from Lady Jenny, who says,
Lady Jenny!
Yeah, who says, I totally hear you, Wilma. I've become like a homo hermit because I wasn't dealing with the effects of vertigo and agoraphobia. Yeah. I've now started therapy and got support from my doctor. So that's so great. That's Congratulations, great. Lady Jenny.
Yeah. I don't, to be quite serious, Candace, I'm just going to do this. And then I am going to do this. Can you guys all hear me?
Yeah, let us know in the chat.
Yeah. And then I also want to know, can you hear Candace now? Because I had it all directional. The mic was just directioned at me. And now I'm wondering if you can hear Candace. Yeah, it's so hard to.
Violin says yes. So Violin for yay. Oh, we got a lot of yeses. Yay!
Oh, good. Okay, so you can hear Candace now. Hooray! All right, that's good. I just realized I had the mic on a direction, and it might not be picking you up. Yeah, men are terrible. Men are terrible about their health, and the one thing that I have going for me is like I don't eat a lot of sugar. I don't eat a lot of saturated fats and stuff like that. I just eat too much and then I don't move around. That's my problem. I love to sit and watch TV. If I can just do that all day, I am good to go. I'm running out of my air spun.
All right, I'm gonna focus on myself for 2 seconds. Monte Cristo says that I'm your Michelle Visage.
Yeah.
I'm like, today I am.
I wish I could afford her. Michelle Visage wishes.
Oh, you're too kind. I've kind of adopted Michelle Visage as my new Madonna.
Yeah. Doesn't she look great, though, Michelle Visage? She does
look great.
Oh, my God. I know that Michelle Visage has had work done, and she's not trying to tell you she hasn't.
Right.
But sweet criminy, when you look at her and you look at what's going on with Madonna lately.
I mean, not that I want to compare women against each other, but still,
not at all.
Regardless, Michelle Visage looks great.
Michelle Visage looks like I think Madonna meant to look like at this age.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
I just think Madonna started going, oh, well, let's just embrace it.
Oh, Ruby, you're so great. Thanks for everyone's. It's just so great to have everyone here and being so generous and kind with the comments. So thank you. Thanks again, Ruby. Oh, Michael or Michelle Sennett asks, when is Toronto Pride? We just
had it. It was last weekend, and I'm right downtown. And I'll tell you, it sounded good. I didn't go. I wanted to. I had plans to go, but because I didn't have the good walker. I realized I'm not going to get far, so I just didn't bother. But then, to be honest, I haven't been to Pride in a few years. I just find that it's a little too crowded, and no offense to the world. I like to think the best of the world all the time. I think that there's nobody out there that really wants to really do harm in their heart of hearts, except for people that have some problems. But that said, though, I used to be in the parade when I was with the radio station, Proud FM. I used to be in the parade. And it really made me aware of what a gauntlet that is, of people all looking at you, and you're just right there, and they're all looking down. And it was the first time I was afraid to be in a crowd. I've been on floats before. I've hosted stages with thousands of people in front of me. I've never felt that exposed before. And so for the last few years, I haven't bothered with Pride. And then, of course, it was lockdown and everything. So I didn't miss going, but I could hear it, and I loved hearing it again. Like there was just something like kind of like, you know, old friend about it that made me really enjoy hearing like the different songs, music from the different stages, fighting each other and all of that. But yeah, it was good. Did you do anything for Pride, Candace?
Well, I was one of the attendees to your Patreon Live that weekend.
That's right. That's right. That's right. I had I had my first live back from the hospital that Sunday, which was the second. No, 27th.
Yeah, you mean you're in the ballpark, 25th, 26th?
Around there, yeah. But it was, yeah, that's the only thing I did for Pride, the live. I'm so glad people were able to make it. I kept falling asleep though. I started to put makeup on and then I kind of lost interest. The funny thing was that for that live, I had to set everything up, but really set it all up. It was the first time I was using any of the cameras, and I realized like nothing was on or plugged in, or I had to really kind of from the ground up rework my my whole approach to the madness of it all.
Oh, well, we've got Rat Daddy here. Seems like Rat Daddy's been a long time participant from the sidelines. Greetings from the East End. I've been adoring you on the sidelines for years, and I'm so grateful you're doing well. Thank you for sharing yourself with us, for being you, and for spreading joy in our community. You've made such a difference to me. Thanks so much, Rat Daddy. We've been getting a lot of nice comments like that.
Thank you so much. First of all, fabulous name, Rat Daddy. Second of all, East End. Candace and I grew up in the East End.
We did.
She's still out like Woodbine and Danforth, kind of Woodbine and Cosburn.
Yeah.
And I grew up at Woodbine and Mortimer, right 2 streets over. That's why we weren't close as children. But we were corner store.
Question.
We were corner store kids. What's the question?
Okay, so it's from Stephanie.
Stephanie.
They asked.
I always say her last name. I always say her last name wrong.
You know
we love Stephanie, and Stephanie, you know I love you. Santuan, I can't see it.
Yeah, no worries. What we'll do, I'll just embiggen that for us. So,
Santuan Park. There we go.
There you go. What did you learn about your followers and their place in your life?
Oh my God! First of all, I mean, I have Kleenex here at the standby. I cry at the drop of a hat. If you've ever seen the Great Pottery Throwdown, there's a host on there, one of the judges, an older gentleman, balding, who cries at the drop of a hat at anything artistic. He just crumbles up like a puddle. That's me. And I have to say, the minute I went, the only people that knew I was in the hospital right away were my Patreoners, because I had a live schedule that weekend. And I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't letting anybody down. And then the support that I got from my Patreoners, like, there's something about YouTube where you sit in your sad little room, and whether you're alone or with your illegitimate drag daughter, who really is just a play cousin, you know, and you talk, and sure, the camera's on, and sure, you edit it, and sure, you post it, but there's no guarantee anyone's going to pay attention or care or you know what you're talking about or any of that. And so there's just that level where you kind of just have to trust things are happening. But when you start working with people in a way where you're starting to build relationships and friendships, like there are people whose when I see their avatar, whether it's on YouTube or here or wherever, it's like seeing a good friend. Like I might not know what they look like, but that avatar, I know who that person is.
Speaking of great avatar, Denise Journeau, kisses from Denmark.
Hey Denise, how are you? Good to see you. We love Denise Journeau. She's my wig whisperer. I actually am wearing one of her wigs. I had to brush it out and restyle it, but yeah, I love her wigs. Her wigs are the best. But the thing that surprised me the most, Stephanie, was how many people responded. Like, there's a lot of people that respond to me on YouTube and like leave a comment, or maybe on Instagram, or maybe they don't leave a comment, they just like whatever and such. It doesn't guarantee like that kind of awareness for me, but I was just so amazed at how many people were so, and this has nothing to do with giving me money or any, although that is beyond grateful, but it was just that support. Like, how do we support people we've never seen before? Like, that amazed me. That just constantly amazed me. So that really opened my eyes to like the state of the world that we live in. It's not really as bad as we think. I think this is why I don't watch the news. I think we can watch too much negative stuff and believe that that's how it is everywhere, and ignore the bits of proof that show us around us that it's not that way, actually. So yeah, I think that was the best. I mean, I was just so touched in the hospital, like, sitting there late at night with the nurses going around with flashlights, like it was bed check in a prison. It was so funny. And I'm sitting in there reading all of these just little comments of support and crying like a big old drag queen. And it was just very funny to me, like the image of it. But yeah, it really was impressive. Like, I wasn't expecting that. I was more, when I left messages saying, oh, I'm not going to be, or I'm in the hospital, it was more like just as a heads up thing. I didn't expect people to be like, oh, we're missing you. And I even tried, like, I've been watching Drag Race. Don't get me wrong. I have been watching Drag Race like a son of a gun and reacting to it the way everyone has. I just want to say right now, I am reviewing All Stars 8. I got episode 1 and 2 done before I had to go to the hospital. And so now what's happening is Wilhelmina and I will be reviewing all of season 8, except for the first 2 episodes, which I already did. And I just apologize. I just realized I just had my mirror up in front of my face that whole time. I'm so sorry. So what's happening is Wilhelmina's coming. Her boyfriend, Jeffrey, had a terrible cold just at the tail end of Pride. And he was just inundated with fever, and all in the middle of the summer during a heat wave. And so then, of course, Wilhelmina got it. And so we were supposed to film this past Monday. We were going to do all of the episodes of Drag Race All Stars to date, and then do the last couple as one-offs. And so what's happening now is we're going to, on Monday or Tuesday this week, we're going to review all of All Stars Season 8 right up to this week. And then we'll do a separate review for the finale. And so we'll kind of breeze through the majority of the season, like, just gloss over a lot of unnecessary stuff. But, we'll just have our own 2 cents worth to throw in there. So now let me just talk for a second about the makeup I'm using today. So I have been on a no-buy this year, which I broke twice. And I'm okay with that. But I broke it once to buy some makeup from Artitude Cosmetics. Cooey! I love Artitude. They had a new release, Man Eater. I had to buy it. It was also released near my birthday. And it was also curated, or there was some curation going on by my friend Teresa Mulhern. So it was a perfect storm for me to go, screw it, I'm breaking my no-buy. And so I did. And then, but I've been enjoying not buying makeup because, in fact, it's helped me kind of revisit a lot of the makeup I have. And in fact, I just recently went through a lot of the makeup that I have and realized I don't ever use this. So I just gave Candace a bunch of stuff. Like, there's just a bunch of stuff I just wasn't using. This isn't helping anybody. You know what I mean? So let's spread it out amongst the children. And I just hate putting product on my hand because then I touch my hands and it's not everywhere. So it's an advertisement for getting a palette like a grown-up. Will I? No. In fact, I do have one. I have one. It's in here. Somebody sent me one today. It's right here. So I can probably touch it in 5 more minutes. You heard me. Anyway, so I haven't been buying makeup, and then P. Louise, which is one of my favorite British companies, independent companies, they created this palette called Watch the Queen Conquer. It's a beautiful pink-purple palette on one side, orangey, yellow-purple, orangey, greeny, yellow on the back. It's a fantastic palette. I love this. I rarely use it. But they just came out with a new palette that's all purple. And I remember there was a big brouhaha with P. Louise because they released it, and I was like, oh my God, I almost had a heart attack because they also released a blush palette that I clearly must own, but I can't because I'm not a nobody. But I went to their website just to kind of, like you do, just to, I'm not going to put the fire out, but I might look at it as we drive by. And so I had a look, and nothing was on the website. And then the next thing I heard was the purple thing was available in a mystery box, or it wasn't, or some such thing. And it was released at the same time with another palette that was all neutrals, and people were afraid to buy the mystery box because they thought, I want the purple one, but I'll get the neutral one. And that's always been my problem. Plus, P. Louise sells a lot of skincare now. And when you get mystery boxes from companies that do makeup and skincare, you end up with a lot of skincare, especially when the skincare is new. And I'm not interested in skincare. I just want bright, fabulous makeup, no neutrals. And so I wish there was a way to kind of control that a little more, but it's a mystery box. So anyway, I don't know. But because P. Louise has this new palette coming out, which I'm trying not to learn more about because I'm on a no-buy. I'm going to use this one. This is just such a great palette. I rarely use it, but it's such a great palette. I love the greens and oranges, and then the pinks and purples on the other side. The stupidity of it having a chessboard in the middle. No need. It's just one of those little origami boxes, those Chinese puzzle boxes or something. It's like, stop it, P. Louise. Your makeup is good enough. Don't distract us with unnecessarities. Is that the word?
Sure. Well, it will be today.
Unnecessities. Anyway.
Things that are unnecessary.
Yeah. All right. You heard me. I'm going to be trying something that I've always wanted to do is pink, orange, and pink and orange together. So I'm going to try and create a pinky orangey face. You heard me. Hey, pinky orange. It's so funny. I haven't put makeup on in over a month, but I've been looking at a lot of makeup pictures. Candace, when you came in, what's my screensaver?
Oh God! Oh, it was just like a beautiful eye.
Yeah.
It was like a beautiful eye makeup.
So what I like to do for inspiration, when I'm not looking at porn, is I like to save pictures, whether it's off Instagram or off the internet, or if I see a picture of some really excellent makeup, I'll save that picture, and then I put it in a file. Makeup, it's called, but it's literally meant to be a screensaver file. So I have like a 1 minute per image on my screen, and then I have 2 computer screens. I'm very high tech over here. I don't know, Candace, do you want to? Is this still pivotable? This camera?
Oh, I think it is. Yeah.
Do you want to get behind that camera and pivot it? I have never shown anyone my apartment because it's so small. Like literally, this is my apartment right here. This is it. But
right.
Because Candace is here, I can talk you through it.
Okay.
So where we are right now, this is my wall. Behind me is the bathroom. So let's go this way. Oh my God! Don't look at my apartment. Is it that handle?
Oh, there we go.
Yeah. Or is it the screw on the other side?
It may be, but
try the screw on the other side. Oh, that's it. That one's the up and down one. Don't twist the handle.
All right.
So that's the door to my closet. In that door there are my wigs and clothes. This here
we got a light in the way.
This is my light, sir. And this is this light here. Yeah, you can move it. And then if you keep turning, so this is just that's fabric that Aunt B sent me over there in my guitar. And then this is my bed, which makes me look like I'm a prisoner. Because I live in a bachelor apartment, so it's a single bed. And then if you can you keep turning the camera to this? Let the light down. And, let the light stand back up because you're going to go past the light. Put the light back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then just turn the camera directly at the computer. And so there's my other walker. And then this is my computer here. And that's one screen. And will it turn anymore?
Yeah, but it'll look at itself kind of thing.
That's all right.
That's
That's Candace.
Oh, that's me.
Yeah,
I'm blocking it.
So that's my computer there. So what was the point of all that, Candace?
You wanted to show and share where you were.
Yeah, look at how terrible my apartment is.
And show how small your space was.
I know, you suggested to me just the other day I should paint
Well, just I think it would give it a
I
spruce
know,
up
it's
and
terrible.
enliven
Isn't it terrible?
it.
It's so
Yeah.
dead in here. Can you tilt me down?
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, perfect.
How do we feel about
That's
this
perfect.
frame?
I think that's good.
All right. Let's center you up.
Thanks, Poodle. But
You're
so
welcome.
so when I'm watching there was something about watching myself on the monitor. Somebody will say, oh, you were saying this. Oh, there's Aunt B right there. Who's she?
Oh. I don't see Aunt B.
But that's who that is.
Ah.
Yeah. You'll learn.
I will learn.
I have to do some makeup here. But yeah, so I found out in the hospital that I'm type 2 diabetic. So the funny thing there is I don't eat a lot of sugar or a lot of candy or a lot of crap, but I love carbs and I love not moving. And those are two of adult stage 2 diabetics' best friends. And so now after being, while I was in the hospital, that was it. Martha said I looked fabulous. I lost 30 pounds being in the hospital. 30 pounds I lost in a month lying there eating their crappy unsalted food. I'm kidding. I have to tell you, I thought their food was fantastic. I also like to remind myself they're not a restaurant, it's a hospital. You know what I mean? I'm lucky I'm not getting cream of wheat in a bag injected into my arm, you know? I was very happy to get what I got when I got, but also I don't eat a lot of salt. So none of the food was gross to me, but it was so small. The portions were so small. I would be finished eating and start to be hungry again. You know, it was awful. But because I was on a diabetic diet, I got snacks. But what was funny was a lot of the snacks were really gross. Like there was a lot of yogurt with sugar in it. There were a lot of like crackers and cheese, but the crackers were made with corn syrup. It was just very questionable to me. They have me on metformin, which I could never remember the name of because I kept thinking of Mitt Romney. And then I started thinking of Red Foreman from that 70s show.
Oh my goodness.
And I could not get the name of this drug right. And then I finally got it. But they want to actually put me on Ozempic because apparently it helps you lose weight as well. But I've been trying to eat the way I have been in the hospital, meaning just little snacks, just little bits. I'd rather not be on a lot of drugs if I can get away with it. If the reason that I'm in the state I'm in is because I wasn't moving around, I can fix that.
Can I pop in a makeup question?
Maybe. Oh my God, because I'm such a pro.
Are you using purple as your darkest tone?
Yeah, instead of black right now, yeah, I'm using purple because I want to keep the makeup as light and fresh as possible. One of the problems that I have when I remember when Gourmand Girl's Sailor Moore palette came out. Oh, now I'm using like a naked brush. I just ran it over a paper towel. This is the best way to clean. Actually, the best way to clean is with a makeup rag, like a bar rag, and because you wash it. And I have one on the floor that's filthy. I'll just show it to you. But so this has just been on the floor, but this is just one of those little bar rags. You get 12 of these for $12 at Walmart on Amazon. And then what I do is I'll just like use it as a switch. This one's great because it's ribbed. There's a lot of ribbing in it. But if you just get that excess makeup off of it, and then I use it to blur out the edges of the dark thing that I put on because I remember when the Gourmand Girls C'est La Vie or Sailor Moore palette came out, so pink and so light, and it had a great black in it, and I went in with that black first. Looked like somebody punched me in the eye. It looked like conjunctivitis and I had a fight and it won. and then it had to teach me a lesson. It was awful. It was awful. So I realized from that lesson that especially when using lighter colors, you know, everything's got to shift down and almost the order you put them in has to change. I usually start with a dark color to get my shapes in, but sometimes with the lighter colors, it's better to get the coverage in first. But as you can see with this, I'm really blending that out. Like I'm almost taking it away. I'm still going to cut a crease and everything. But I love it when people ask me makeup questions because I don't know. I mean, I'm not going to lie to you. I do know a few things. I do, and I'm very proud to know a few things. And I'm quite happy to share anything that I do know. But I'm so not a makeup artist by trade, and I've always been so. I'm an art student. I have an art background, so there's certain things about makeup that come a little naturally to me, more naturally to me, I think. But I'm so in awe of any makeup artists out there that just, oh, whether they're doing heavy fantasy, weird, crazy makeup or just the most delicate bridal makeup. There's this one, I gotta remember who it is that I follow. Candace, the next time we do this, I'm gonna make sure I have this person's Instagram so I can show it.
Yeah.
But there's this one Instagram person, and it's like Bella, not Bella Beauty Bar, it's not that, but it's that kind of name. And I think that they're either Italian or Spanish. I don't think they're English. And all they do is these little eye treatments, and it'll be like a short. So they'll show you, like, they'll put the gel liner on, or they'll do the contour, and then they put in like the just steps. It's all edited together.
Yeah.
It's stunning. Sometimes it's just a picture, and then they'll show the nails, so it's like a lipstick, eyeshadow, and nails combo that all complement, if not match, which makes me think it's a bridal company. Because it's not haute couture. Like, I don't think a lot of people in fashion would want to match like that.
Yeah.
But it's impressive when you see the picture, you know?
Totally. So I'll just say here, I popped on a couple comments before. Kyle, who says, I love you, Wilma. I'm so glad to hear your voice. And Nancy, who said, tears, so happy to see you looking so well with a heart sign.
Oh, thanks, Kyle. Thanks, Tina. Was it Tina?
Yeah, and Stephanie says you look gorgeous.
Thank you, Stephanie. Yeah, I have to say, P. Louise, no matter what you have from them, their formula is spectacular. So yeah, I'm just going to take another. I'm going to take this big Trixie Mattel smudger from her pink handle collection, and I'm going to go. So I went in. I don't know why I'm showing you what colors I'm using, because I wasn't going to make this about what I'm doing with my face, but why not? All right, so we just used that purple, and now I'm going to use, I think, that pink, because it's got a bit of a neon touch to it. So I think it's going to pop a bit more. The trick to grading out from two colors that have a base together, like pink and purple have the same color, you have to really jump the line. You can't do it in small steps. Like if you've got like a medium purple, a light purple, and a dark pink and a light pink, it's better to go from the dark purple to the light pink, because they'll create their own gradation in between.
So Glenn wants to know.
Glenn who?
Glenn LaRoche wants
trouble.
to know who fed Jorge while you were in the hospital.
Oh, Jorge feeds himself, the dirty pig. It was an all meat diet. Trust, I believe. Jorge. Ooh. Actually, Jorge is my very good friend, gay international porn star Ryan Russell. And he was the reason that Wilma got into the hospital in the first place. So we're very grateful to Jorge.
We're very grateful. Cianthonite says, welcome back to YouTube, my friend. So happy to see you doing well.
See you tonight, my darling, mon chéri. Je t'aime, je t'aime, je t'aime. That's all the French I know. We have to get together again. Now that I'm out of the hospital and I'm actually healthy, you can come over. See ya tonight is in Montreal, and I just won't go to Montreal right now. It's just too dangerous. Quel trop dangereux, mon chéri. No, but we have to get together. Siata, I always say her name wrong until I got it right. See ya tonight. That's how you say it. And for years, Sia, you said the name to me right in my face, and I said it wrong because I thought you were just inundated with a French accent. But no, it's see ya tonight when you say it all together.
I got it. Thank you for the correction.
But she is the reason that Wilma had a glow up.
Ooh.
And I will say it every time I talk about her. But I was looking pretty hard and rough, and then she came in here with some high-end makeup and showed me how life could be. And so I went with it, and I've never looked back. Actually, it was funny because Sia was using one makeup brand, and I'd never heard of any of the makeup brands, and it really opened up a whole world of makeup now. That like my friends in Britain, like Carrie Kay and Teresa Mulhern and Chloe Demure out in Vancouver, and Marta. I always call Marta Grunwald. I always call Marta because I have a friend in Toronto whose name is Marta, and that's the first Marta I've ever known. So when I just always remember to spell it right. So Martha, I'm so sorry, but anyway, there's a whole bunch of people. Like some people, like Carrie Kay and Teresa Mulhern, have YouTube channels that I love and I adore. Erica Conger, she's a new person that I've been following, and then she's got a slew of people that she follows, like Not Your Basic Steph, that I'm now following because I learned about them through her. And all of these people are great. Like Martha is one of my makeup enablers. She knows I'm on a no buy and that I'm not buying any makeup, so she sends me makeup. Makes me laugh. I also Darcy from Saints, Angels, Sinners. I'm apparently one of her.
Was this Darcy Stryker?
Yeah. Is she there?
She's here in our chat. Yes,
oh, hooray, Darcy
Darcy.
Stryker! She just sent me. I just need to show you guys. She just sent me. I'm doing a video where I'm thanking people for the stuff they sent me. But Darcy said she's got some other stuff on the way. But she just sent me this stuff here. This is a palette that's out now, and I wanted to check on her website before I did this, but I didn't, so I apologize. But I'm not sure if this is still available to order. Cassie, I believe this is Darcy's cat, Cassie.
Oh.
And so she just sent me this. I can't wait to use this. This is beautiful because it's a very cool mid-tone, like these shimmers. Darcy's Saints, Angels, Sinners is quickly creating a reputation for itself for having some of the best holograms and shimmers in the game right now. And this palette is no exception. But the mattes too, there's four mattes. These two here, this one and this one. And they're just so dark and gorgeous. I don't know, that's the black. That's a greeny black. Yeah, oh, look at how muddy that is. It's look at the green mud. This one is wow. It's more of a navy. Oh, Darcy, I had no plans of talking about your palette today because I'm going to do it on another one.
Oh, Darcy says it's not my cat.
It's not
in stock. Yeah.
Whose cat is it then? I thought it was your cat. I had this whole, I created this palette because of my kitty. Oh. But the best thing in here is this pretty girl. This, look at that. Look at that. Look at that.
Oh, wow.
That's what I'm talking about. Look at that.
Great. That's gorgeous.
It's gorgeous. So there's Cassie. And then she also sent me, keep in mind that Saints, Angels, Sinners has one of my all-time favorite palettes, the Together palette. It's the best. If you can get your hands on it, you're a lucky son of a gun. She also sent me the Zodiac Sign palette. Zodiac Signs 111. And this one, this is, it looks a little messy right here because two of the shades kind of have a bit of an explosion. This one, and they kind of exploded over the plastic, which protects them. So I'm just going to give them a repress. They'll be great. But these are, I lost some of them. But these are great. There's a yellow shimmer in here, Gemini. Oh, this orange one. Oh, just gorgeous. Can't wait to give that a try.
So there's a lot of people talking in the chat about All-Star Season 8 shenanigans. Do you have any high-level things to say, Wilma, about shenanigans?
Well, like which shenanigans particularly?
I feel now, Martha, David, and Stephanie in the chat, let me know if I'm wrong, but I feel like it's maybe Candy Muse. I feel like people are wondering about Candy Muse's behavior. And a lot of people want Jimbo to win.
I think everyone wants Jimbo to win. I certainly do, and I'm not a big Jimbo fan. Well, I wasn't a big Jimbo fan before this season, but she's really gone out of her way to redeem herself. And whether she's completely pulling the wool over people's eyes or she really has learned to play the game because the cameras are rolling. Either way, I'm so impressed with her. I think she's done an excellent job, and I think she deserves it. Candy Muse, this is the thing about Candy Muse that I really became aware of in watching this season. She really doesn't have any skills beyond being a drag queen. Like, she's a great performer. She's a great lip syncer. I think that she does well in a performance against somebody. But when it comes to anything that she's doing, if she's funny in a scene, she's funny in a scene because she's being herself and talking the way she talks. I don't feel like she's being funny in a scene because she's inherently funny. I feel like there's more of a personality there at play than a talent. Whereas with Jimbo, there's a lot of skills coming to play with what he does, with what she does.
I totally hear you. Martha wants to say that Alexis was the drama. So what do we think about Alexis-based drama?
I'm going to say this because it's my live, and I don't like Alexis. I never have. I've just never liked her. I've always found her to be very obsequious and unnecessary. There's just something about her that just says to me, like, it's all about her. Like, when she says, "Oh, my sisters," I don't for a minute I don't think that she believes that. I don't think she believes these are her sisters. I think she's just saying that for the fans. Like, she knows how to talk to the fans, not the cameras. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Stephanie's saying that also Alexis is a bit of a bully.
Yeah.
A bully.
A bit. I think she's a total bully. But
Let
she's
me know
also.
if I misunderstood anything in the comments. Correct me where I'm wrong.
I think the thing with Candace, with Alexis, though, also is that she's a bully by experience. I really feel like that's probably something that she's learned because of how she was treated, because she just seems to have this meek approach to everything. And then she does these stupid things like voting Lala Rhee off.
Oh.
Oh, Rob. Like, that really pissed me off to no end. You shouldn't have done it.
So Martha is saying she is a total Karen. I'm assuming she in this case is also Alexis.
Yeah.
And Stephanie, I'm thinking you mean Alexis as well, was saying fake and too much. Look at me.
Yeah. The sad thing is, on one level, someone like Alexis is an editor's dream, because, she's going to play up the drama, and she knows what's going to sell on camera. She knows that having those dramatic pauses and, having a little bit of a breakdown, or, those are the things that the camera eats up. And, good for her. Good for her. If all she's doing is just working it for the camera and trying to stay in production's good graces. Because here's the thing we all forget. Nobody there is going to hire everyone's favorite. Like, if your favorite's Evie Oddly and she's causing a lot of trouble all the time, or say your favorite's Willem and she's causing trouble all the time, nobody wants to work with Willem. But if nobody's favorite is Madame LeQueer, but she is always on time, always hits her mark, never holds up production, they're going to want to work with her all the time because she's a professional. And that's the thing we forget. This is still a TV show where people are working. And they have to do stuff. God damn it.
Ooh, Jennifer Lynn is saying, I just want the real tea with James behind the scenes. It sounds like she was a bit whiny, but the edit did not fit that narrative.
Yeah, apparently what I heard was that James Mansfield on episode 1 was stroppy and hard to work with, and telling everyone what was what, and being a bit of a diva. And a lot of people were saying, like, how Heidi was going to quit. Well, apparently James was the first queen to bring it up. And then Heidi brought up quitting before she quit, like an episode or 2 before she quit. She actually brought it up. And so, like, I'm not surprised that Heidi quit. I'm disappointed that she quit, because I thought she had a lot to do this season. I was really expecting some great things from her. And I really do believe it would have been a a very different Drag Race All Stars 8 if Heidi hadn't left. And I don't know if she left because she was afraid she wasn't going to, like, because all of them are saying, well, I could tell I was going to get kicked off. And there's this new thing that the children today are doing, which is the minute they feel like they're going to get kicked off of something, they quit. And it's so disappointing. It's like, you can't quit. You can't quit.
Yeah.
Somebody's going to get kicked off. If it's not you, it's someone else.
Yeah, it's the game. And here Joanne is feeling really sad about the departure of Jessica Wilde. She's not as excited about the outcome since Jessica is gone. Jessica was so great this season, don't you think?
She was great because she was great her season too, just that she had that language barrier problem. That was the only problem for Jessica, was she didn't understand a lot of what was required of her. And they of course didn't have an interpreter on set. And that was her biggest hurdle. And now, after 13 years, she still has an accent, but I love her accent.
She is fabulous.
Yeah, I'm glad Jessica did as well as she did. I would have been more impressed with Candy if she had kicked Jimbo out and had 2 Latinas. Wait a minute, is Candy Latina?
You know what? I don't know.
Isn't that terrible? I don't
confirm nor deny.
But I would have loved to have seen her and Jessica duke it out, because I feel like Jessica would have won. But I think that Candy kept Jimbo because I think she's slightly afraid of the fan base.
Beth is saying that there's some great memes out there just filled with Jessica Wilde giving Alexis the side eye every time she starts crying.
Good for her.
Yeah. Lady B, thank you. Loving the pink and purple eyeshadow.
Oh, thanks, lover. Yeah, I'm trying to fade it out.
And thanks, Lady Jenny. Loving the colors too.
Oh, Lady Jenny. Oh, I wanted to say thank you to everyone who did support. Did we put the GoFundMe?
We did. Put it back up again.
Yeah, why not? I just want to say this is the last weekend I'm going to have the GoFundMe up. I forgot that it was up, quite frankly, and I'm still getting donations. And I want to thank anybody and everybody who did send me anything along the lines of a donation through GoFundMe. I wasn't going to do it. I was a little embarrassed to do it, and then a lot of people said, "Do it. You need to do it." Like I had to pay about $5,000 while I was in the hospital for different things. I had to have my floor replaced in my apartment and a bunch of other stuff. And now my doctor wants to put me on Ozempic, which is expensive. It's not covered.
Yeah, it is expensive.
And my attitude is, well, can I lose the weight? I know a lot of people say, oh, I'll lose the weight. They don't. But if I can lose the weight myself, do I need to be on a different drug that I can't afford? Or can I lose some weight with it and then get off of it?
Yeah, and the thing is, even in Canada and some prescription drug programs, it'll give you a dollar value amount limit for the year.
Yeah.
So I know some people who can only afford Ozempic part of the year.
Yeah.
So even if they do get it, they can't get it for the whole year. It's like, it should be better than that. People should know to do that. Well, I mean, that was our serious moment. That was our serious moment.
Well, but anyway, so I'm not leaving my. I don't know how long. I think they said it would go down in October. I'm not leaving my GoFundMe up that long. I'm just going to leave it up past this weekend. Come Monday, I'll take it down. But if anybody wants to make a donation, or I'll tell you what the best thing for you to do if you want to support the Wilma Figueredo Review is go to my YouTube channel and subscribe. I have. I'm getting close to 10,000 subscribers. I'm at like 8,500, and I have a 10,000 subscriber giveaway plan. I've been collecting a bit of makeup lately of stuff that I have that I like. I'm also approaching a couple of makeup companies that make products that I like and asking them if they can either donate it for my giveaway or give me a discount so I can buy it cheap and give it away. But I'll keep you posted on that. But I have one of the things I'm going to give away for my 10,000 fan giveaway is this. This is my Hello Dolly band vanity mirror, and it lights up.
Oh yeah, Hello Kitty, Hello Kitty.
Yeah. I love Hello Kitty. And I bought this when I started doing Wilma Figure Do, and I never used it because the problem for me is the light is too bright. It's just too bright for me, and I can't see it. Do you know what I mean? But I know someone would like this, and it's just been sitting here collecting dust. So I'm going to sign the bottom because it's fun. I'm just going to sign Once Owned by Wilma Figure Do, and this will be in my.
Well, I think I may have missed a comment from Darcy, because Darcy is saying, Candace, to do a contest here from Wilma, and Darcy would supply a prize. So maybe, I feel like, Darcy, let me know if I'm misunderstanding, but maybe you can supply a prize for that 10,000 subscribers.
She's actually given me a couple things. I have a couple of things
from wonderful. Then I
from
must have missed that
already.
comment. Thanks for reminding me and twigging me on that, Darcy. Yeah, much appreciated.
Yeah, she was the one who said, "Oh, you should contact some of these makeup companies and talk about it." And I don't expect someplace like Juvia's Place or anything to do me any favors, but also, to tell you the truth, I'm not contacting Juvia's Place because I do have some stuff from them I can already give away.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Stephanie's loving the makeup. Jem and the hologram vibes. Totally agree. Looking hot.
Thanks. I'm using my P. Louise, because this is mostly a P. Louise face, my Rumors Zero eye primer to cut my crease.
So Darcy, did you mean that you thought you could do a giveaway like right now? Is that what you meant? I think I wasn't following, so I appreciate any course correction.
Oh.
Ooh, maybe a double giveaway at times for.
We could do a live giveaway.
Ooh. Yeah, just so Darcy says, yeah, for who is here. So we got about 78 people live with us right now, so yay!
Do we have 78 people?
We do.
Hello, everybody. Well, that's lovely. Thank you all for coming.
Yes, thank you all for coming.
So we're going to do a giveaway between the 75 people that are here.
Yeah, 78. Sounds good. Darcy's saying right now, like at this moment.
All right. Well, Darcy, I don't know how are you going to do it?
Yeah, how do we want to do that? Sorry, Darcy, if you feel like I'm making you work, but I appreciate it. Just want to make sure we're being fair. Oh, she'll mail it tomorrow. Okay. So, are we just going to do a random pick of someone? How do we do that? Darcy, I trust and believe in you and whatever you think is best.
You're a fool.
Darcy, I don't know either. I think you can do a randomizer.
Oh, I keep needing to upload a randomizer. I don't have one.
Oh, maybe Wilma can ask for a story, or maybe ask for maybe someone who gives the best title of a fringe play.
Oh yeah.
What are your best titles for a fringe play, everyone?
Yeah. What's your fantasy fringe play name?
My fantasy fringe play name is Lee Pace is 6'5".
Why? What is that?
I love Lee Pace. He's an actor.
Yeah. Is he really that short? Do we have any play names yet?
Okay. I don't know if we've got some play names yet. I may have the name of your sex tape is my fringe play. From Kareem. David's asking about Astro, but I'm so, people are so ahead of me in the comments. Oh, is Darcy's name of her play? Is it Bianca? Oh, Chris Jones's Fringe play. I think I stepped in something.
My Fringe play. I know I stepped in something.
Martha, the candy is stale.
Poor Martha. Because you don't put the lid back on tight enough, Martha.
Oh, here we go. Brent Bent, from here to the bedpan.
Oh, I don't want to hear about bedpans anymore. I don't want to hear about bedpans anymore.
Okay, Darcy is saying, why doesn't everyone pick a number from 1 to 100? I'll tell Steph the number. Okay. All right, give us your numbers.
If you would like to win a giveaway from Saints, Angels, Sinners, give us a number between 1 and 100, no copies. The first number is the one that gets the number. And for the next 10 minutes, we'll just let that happen. And when that seems to peter out, we'll find out which one won.
Okay.
How's that set?
All right. So it's 1:06. Let's say we started about a minute ago.
Yeah.
All right. We got some really hot numbers.
I want to hear about your sex life.
From Daisy. I don't know if that's going to be it. I can't wait to hear the end of 10 minutes. We'll let you know at 1:15 when we put our 10 minutes up. Just so you know, 27, 21 have been taken. 47.
This is very exciting.
42. 77. 64. The thrill of numbers, everyone. 31. Oh, the classic 69 is now taken.
Who took that? Who?
Oh, that was Fetus.
Of course it was.
Oh, Mel, 48. Good number. Love it. Letitia's a 3. Or choosing 3. I don't think Letitia is a 3. But
Letitia!
Michelle, 67. You know what I mean? 67, the neighbor of 69. So I like it. Just one door down from 69.
He doesn't. He's not the one complaining about the noise.
Fair enough. Paul, we got a 55. Gordon, 14. We got. Sorry, Monte Cristo, 69 has been taken.
Oh, Monty. Not Monty.
All right. 22. You know what? We're just going to keep that in there. And then once we hit that 1:15 mark, when we're at the 1:15 live, then we'll pick that number. Denise coming in solid with a 4.
Nice, Denise.
Okay, and Stephanie said that she is the keeper of the number. So she is keeping the number in. We're still getting some Fringe plays. I love the enthusiasm. Get it out before it's grafted onto me. Thanks, Stephanie.
That sounded very vivid.
This is hilarious and absurd, Brent. We agree, and this is why we're all here, is for the hilarious absurdity of it all. Queer Mom has no idea what's happening, and I say lean into that.
I think that should be printed on a T-shirt for you, Queer Mom. I don't know what's going on. No, it must be Queer Mom. She's from Japan.
Ooh,
it's already tomorrow or yesterday there. I don't remember.
All right. Oh, Monte Cristo got to play Much Ado About Wilma. That's a good one.
Much Ado Around Wilma.
Ooh, there you go.
Yeah, right.
Oh, Darcy is saying we already have a winner. Do we? All right, so someone has already chosen that number. So, Darcy, does that mean that you know who the person is? Can you drop that in the chat? Who won?
Somebody
Darcy,
won a giveaway.
Oh no, there's two now. Well, oh, there's two now. I don't understand. There's two. Is that because there's two people who chose it? Oh, or is it because there's going to be two winners?
You're too generous. You're too generous.
Two winners. That is fab.
Yeah.
All right, David's got to play. Dick Ryder, Queen of Mystery. You
The
gotta love that one.
mysterious Dick Ryder.
Dixie Ray's in the chat saying hello.
Hey, Dixie.
All right. Darcy's letting us know. One more number. Yes, two. We got two winners. Two winners. Darcy, you're so generous. Thanks for this.
No kidding.
It's so great to have everyone in the chat right now, loving your makeup, loving what you're doing.
I'm trying to find. There it is. So I'm going to be using. This is Glisten Cosmetics did a collab with a Fairy Freak. This is a collab for split liner. David Burkett, I wanted to call him back, sent me this. This is a limited edition. You can't get it anymore, but it's split liners. Wow. And I love using like water activated liners, but here's what I use. Instead of using water in them, because I'm a drag queen, I don't want them running off my face. I use Marin's waterproof mixing liquid. I just put a little bit of it in a shot glass. I have a shot glass here in the shape of a skull. But, oh, Candace.
Yes. I'll try my best. Oh, you're relying on my strength. Is that really the best we're doing right now? Oh, I can't get any kind of. Oh, you know what? You loosened it for me.
Lies. So yeah, so I just use the Maron mixing. Thank you, Candace.
You're welcome.
All right.
Fridge play. A funny thing happened on the way to the free clinic.
Yeah, well, was it really that funny? Was it that funny?
Howdy from Dallas, Texas. Elaine from Dallas, Texas. I like Dallas.
Hey, Elaine.
Oh, 73. Stephanie, giving away your number.
So who are our winners?
We're not at 15 minutes yet, so I think we're just giving it a couple of more minutes. No worries. No worries. Okay. Oh, are we done or no? No one guessed it. One person is one away. Oh, well, you know, I do think, like, in terms of, you know, it's horseshoes and hand grenades, I think if we do have someone who's one number away, they should kind of get it. But let's keep those guesses going. We've got 2 minutes to go. 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I think, like, hit it on the head or the closest.
Yeah. So we'll close it down in 2 minutes. I'll let everyone know when I see that we've hit the timer for it. Because I've got that we've been live for 1:13 and 28 seconds. So I'll just put gong in the chat to say number guessing is over, and we'll go with who's closest.
Yeah. So bad at doing these liners, and the reason I'm bad at it is because I don't do them enough. The secret is to mix it with water to the consistency of like pudding, like, or something that's not runny. No, it still doesn't help.
Okay, we've got 30 seconds to go, and here's what I'll say, just to make it fair, is closest number when I put that gong post in. If two numbers are the same distance away, like, so say if there's two people who are one number away, but one person is above, one person is below, then it'll be the person who's below.
Okay.
And then if there's two people with the same number, well, then it's whoever got that number first. Okay. Gong. All right, so it's the gong. We're at 15, and it looks like Darcy has said it's Stephanie with 38 because the number is 39. So looks like
hooray.
Stephanie got it. Yay!
Oh, Steph. If you don't have
Stephanie won.
If you don't have any of St. Angel's Sinners makeup, you're gonna love it.
Amazing.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, just putting the GoFundMe up for a couple of seconds because we're gonna take it down after.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't want to leave it up too long, but I mean, I've surpassed the. I put a goal. I actually put the first goal was 5,000, and then I reached it, and so I upped it because there was other stuff I needed to consider and hadn't really. And so when it all came down to it, I upped it to 7,500.
Mhm.
And somebody said, you should have put it up to 10. And I'm like, oh, you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
I can't. I'm just so grateful that any amount of money was raised at all. And I just want to thank you all once again for everyone who contributed, because this is not an easy time, like, to help people out or to help charities out. And I think, you know, if you're in a position where you can, well done. Well done, because so many people are not in those positions. And it's very, I think it's very easy to forget how easy some people have it. I know I like to try and help out. If I can't help out with money, which is the easiest, I like to help out with time or whatever. I always like to ask people, well, what do you need? You know, that's always helpful.
Totally. That makes sense.
All this fallout.
Yeah, congrats, Stephanie. Congrats on that.
Yay!
Yeah, thanks for everything, Darcy. And so, Joanne, so thanks for that comment. We love you, Wilma. We do love you, Wilma.
Thank you so much, Darcy. That was very generous of you. And I don't have Darcy's website. I didn't expect to talk to her today, so I don't have her website up or ready to go. But she does have a website, and it is saintsangelsinners.com. And there's still an Etsy store you can visit. And follow her on Instagram. She's always giving a discount away for something. Whether it's the new launch, like right now, she's got Steph's Pier. It's her largest palette she's ever done, and it's gorgeous. And the bottom row is just all multi-chrome shimmers, and just stunning. And she's always doing giveaways or discounts or stuff like that. So definitely add her, get on her mailing list, because there's always something going on there. And I swear to you, her shimmers are the best in the game. The best in the game. All right, so I had a lot of fallout. So I'm just going to clean up under my face here before I get into eyeliner and crap. This is the thing I always forget to do, is the concealer. So funny. I feel like on a lot of levels, it's been so long since I've done makeup. I'm not sure if I'm doing it right. And then there are other moments where it's like, oh yeah, I remember this. Oh yeah, this is next. I know what's next. So yeah, with Drag Race, I'm so glad that on that episode, what was it, 5, that Rue came out and had a moment with all the girls. I mean, I don't know. It felt very impromptu because Rue was wearing whatever it was she had been wearing off the top. And clearly Kahana was having an issue and already talking about leaving. And maybe maybe she saw all the attention Heidi got and thought I'm not being loved enough. I don't know. I don't know Kahana. I don't know what her goals in life are. But it did strike me that it just seemed a little forced what was going on with Kahana, but having Rude come out and tell them all what's what, because this seems to be, I was trying to talk about this with you a while ago, Candy. Do you mind being called Candy? I've never asked you.
You know what? I'm not really into being called Candy, I'll be honest.
No, I'm not.
You want to know why? Because when I was a little kid, there was a dog on the street.
Oh, no.
There was a Dalmatian named Candy.
No.
I'm like, you're not calling me what they call the dog.
No. I apologize.
That's okay. That's okay.
That was the first time I called you Candy to your face, though.
What are you saying behind my back?
Oh, we'll let that bit. You know?
We got a few questions if you're interested in fielding a couple of
absolutely.
those.
That's what we're here for. That's what we're here for.
Yeah.
Any questions you guys have?
So sure, Fetus is asking, how is the home situation? Will you have to move?
Okay, so my apartment building is still going to go condo or some such thing at some point. But nothing's been filed yet. I've been talking to the Tenants Association. And because nothing has been filed, that means no paperwork has started, which means we have technically a year once things get filed. So the way it looks is every day I wake up, it's a year today. You know what I mean? Like I'm expecting it any minute, but I'm also expecting at some point them to just hammering out on our doors. Today's the day, get out! You know,
Right.
I don't know. I've lived here over 10 years. I moved a lot when I was a kid. And then once I kind of got on my own, I stopped moving. And the whole like moving and applying for an apartment, like that's all so alien to me. I just don't do it enough, and it's just so weird. And a lot of the apartments that I've had have been lucky, you know, where it's like I just happened to, the right person needed somebody and it was me and blah, blah, blah. But it still doesn't make the process easier.
Yeah, not at all. So no immediate move plans right now.
No, but I am actually starting to get on some lists for places, you know,
Great
like
stuff.
Yeah. So I'm being proactive in a avoidance kind of way.
Martha wants to know.
Yes, Martha.
Any thoughts of another movie and makeup session?
Yes, I have one planned. The next one will be Death Becomes Her.
Ooh.
Aunt B has designed some nails specifically for it. So I'm not saying I'm waiting for her nails to show up, but I'm waiting for her nails to show up. But I'm going to be doing that very, very soon. Because this is why I'm not doing a lot of All-Stars 8 stuff. Because if I do an All-Stars recap of the season and then a finale with Wilhelmina, that's only 2 things I need to do.
Right.
And that gives me some time to start working on like my projects. I have some sewing projects that I finally want to get at. You know, my health was really keeping me from doing a lot of things because my mobility was really bad. And so now that I'm actually better at moving, like Candace is more my shape because I was talking to Wilhelmina about doing a sewing lesson on how to draft a block for yourself.
I would love that.
And Wilhelmina's just a different shape than me. And I think that most people Wilhelmina's shape don't need blocks made. So I said to Candace, would you be interested in being my model for that? Because I could show you on me, but it's hard. It's easier on somebody. And that's why I wanted somebody who had a similar shape to me.
I do have topography. There are ranges and valleys.
Yeah, she got dips and
swerves
valleys.
and curves, as Latrice would say, swerves and curves.
Yeah. And that's the thing. You need that kind of stuff if you're doing any kind of pattern drafting, because you know this is what darts are for, and this is what you know. All these things. There's a reason for everything, and then once you have them, then you can do whatever you want with them. But so I know that a lot of people wanted me to start my Sew Wilma again. And it had been really hard for me to figure out a way to do it on my own, alone in a room. Like if I could get somebody to help me with those type of thing and have a model on hand type of thing, then those things immediately become easier.
Yeah.
I also have I have a bunch of chin wags that I want to do, but I'm actually thinking, like I have a couple of friends that do things like not stand-up comedy, but they do things in Toronto, and they're movers and shakers. And I thought it would be fun to interview them while I put them in drag.
Oh, that would be fun.
Yeah, right. So I'm thinking of a series like a chin wag, but it's we'll call it Wilma's Makeup Party, where I just either put them in drag or they follow me step by step, however they want to do it. I'm not going to tell
Maybe
them.
it's Wilma Makeup too.
You just stick to the buttons over there.
Yeah. David is saying Candace is too sour to be called Candy.
Yeah.
And I'm like, sour is when I'm at my best.
Well, la-di-da.
Oh my goodness. So Wilma, what is your favorite color? What is Wilma's favorite color?
My favorite color is green. I love green, but I got out of the habit of wearing it because I used to do a green screen.
Right.
And so I got out of the habit, and I still have some green stuff, but I haven't bought any green fabric lately. But green fabric, green makeup, that is my favorite.
You know what? I am just like a little captive for anything that's like a green velvet.
Yeah.
I love a green velvet.
Well, I was a teenager in the 70s. Or not really. I was like a preteen in the 70s. So everything was browns and olives and avocado, yeah.
Yeah.
And I really love orange. After green, it's orange.
Ooh, so your secondary colors.
Yeah.
Like that purple, green, orange kind of thing.
Yeah.
David Burkett wants to know if you hold your
breath.
David! Do you hold your breath when you use liner?
Yes. I totally do. It's awful. Just for that first one, when I go that first, and then I'm fine after that. But that first one, I hold my breath for sure.
So David wants to know if your sleeping is any better.
You know what? It is really a lot better. I bought this. I had to get rid of my mattress because it was
it was time
gross.
for change.
It was gross. Well, I was leaking all over it. So anyway, it had to go. So I bought a new mattress, and at first it was too comfortable. I was so used to being uncomfortable in the hospital with the shitty mattress they had. I had this argument with them where I said, I'm 2 times the size of any of your other patients, and I'm on the same thickness of mattress. I can feel every bolt in the bed.
Yeah.
No matter what position I'm in, I'm feeling the mechanics in the small of my back. And they kept saying, but they're 6 months old. It's like, well, then I'm wrong. I'm wrong. Pardon me. Clearly my back doesn't know any better.
You're clearly operating your own body.
Yeah. So it was weird. And so I ended up doing a lot of sleeping in the chair. But to tell you the truth, I was doing a lot of that before I went into the hospital. I kind of was living in my rolling chair. And one of the reasons I was sleeping in my chair was if I laid down, I got really congested. And my body was retaining water. Like that's why my legs are swollen. And so I had to, sleeping in the hospital, I started sleeping on my back, which is something I never do. I always sleep on my side. And so it became really hard for me when I got home, to not lie on my side. But my new mattress is so good that it actually hurts my shoulder to lie on my side.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, so it's just too firm. And I've actually since found a better way to sleep. Also, I didn't get sucked in, but I bought those cool gel pillows.
Right.
And the only thing that's wrong with them is, as great as they really are great pillows, but they have no firmness. Like they're like wet sand. So you put them into a shape and then they puddle out.
I do find them a bit heavy.
Yeah. So I'm not a huge fan of those pillows. But my shoulder was killing me and I couldn't sleep. And now I seem to be doing better. It's all, for me, it's kind of like I have to go to bed knowing I have to get up and pee in 2 hours, no matter whether I've had anything to drink or not. within 2 hours, I'm going to have to get up and pee, or I'm swimming. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Fair.
like I'm starting to learn like different routines now. Like I have a workout activity every day, but I also have a random activity, which is like just get out of the apartment.
Right.
And so I've been kind of trying to do stuff like that. And like one of the things that I'm so proud of, Candace, before you came over today, one of the reasons that I was kind of hermiting myself away and not letting my friends come over, because like sometimes Jeffrey would, he works right around the corner and he'd be going, oh, I'm done work. Can I come by and visit? And I'd be like, no. And I'd tell him I was busy. I was feeling like, but I had garbage in my apartment that I hadn't been able to get to the garbage chute or even out to the back because I couldn't walk. And I would pick my moments at like 2 a.m. when I wouldn't run into anybody. You know what I mean? And it was just very sad and perpetuating my own problems. So now, even though I need a walker to get there, I'm so happy that every day I take garbage out. Even if it's just like right now, I have a little plastic bag next to me full of the garbage that I'll create while I'm putting on a face. And to be able to know that at the end of this day, once I've washed my face, I can tie that bag up and just walk it over to the garbage chute and it's done. And not sitting here collecting dust or taking up valuable real estate. And then also laundry. I did laundry for the first time in 2 years the other day. I hadn't been down to my own laundry. I've been kind of like sending my laundry out because I didn't have anywhere else to send it.
Right.
And so the other day I went down and did my own laundry for the first time. It was spectacular. And I just, there's just a lot of stuff that I kind of conceded in myself. Like, well, I can't do that anymore. Like now I go to, there's a little cafe across the street. Candace and her sister were by yesterday.
Yeah.
And we went over there. The first time I walked over to the coffee shop, I had to do it in 3 goes. I had to stop and take a break. And I just got so exhausted. And then yesterday I went with some friends and I got over there in 1 go and I came back in 1 go. So, there's improvement for sure. But there's also this level for me where it's like, this is going to take forever. This is how I'm going to be for the rest of my life. A walker shuffling along. I don't believe that, but that's how I feel sometimes.
Well, you're going to be the most fabulous person doing that anyway.
Yeah, right.
So Denise is saying that she's working on a great wig for you right now, something with a sweetheart hairline.
Denise, I bought cling wrap, and I'm going to draw you a hairline and mail it to you. So stay tuned.
That's amazing. We've got Scott saying he's watching from the UK. And then
hey, Scott.
Denise.
Whereabouts in the UK?
Yeah, Scott, let us know. Also, House of Milan is in the chat.
Oh, hey. Oh, God. I always get your name wrong. It's such a great name. I want to say Tanisha, but that's not it at all. House of Milan. They do my fabulous nails that look like candies. Have you ever seen them? Candice?
I don't think I have.
Oh, my God. I need to wear them more because they're just so beautiful. But I actually, there's a level of me where it's like, I need better clothes.
Well, you know what? I think it's Stephanie here who's also said she would love it if there was like a makeup party one time, like where everybody like followed along and all of your followers did like makeup right along with you.
Here's
like
2 different pairs.
Oh, whoa, those are stunning.
Aren't they gorgeous?
They are so stunning.
So yeah, House of Milan just did a nail show. I hope you did well. I hope you sold lots. But these pink ones are my favorite because they just look like. I remember when I opened them, the green ones that I put on my gloves. It was like opening a treasure chest. This gold light just washed over my face. It's just like, they're like candies.
The
best word.
nails.
Anyway, House of Milan, 2001. Check them out. They're on Instagram. Fantastic. She's been very generous sending me nails because she also sends a lot of the queens. Willem, Alaska, James, Mansfield. They all wear her nails. They're all in the circle.
Dread Pyrotex?
Yes.
Is here. Made it. Love you, gang. Wilma Hearts.
How are you?
Oh, Joanne, here's like a nice light question. What is your order at Tim Hortons or Starbucks?
Oh my goodness. Oh, isn't that funny? Okay, so my order is always, although now that I find it more difficult to not pee uncontrollably, I used to always get an extra large coffee with 2 cream, no sugar. That is my drink. Now I get maybe a medium or a large. I don't need the extra, like, because I feel like if I have too much liquid in me, that's the day I'm standing there sprinkling the flowers. You know what I mean? And to eat, if I'm at Tim Hortons, I love just their breakfast sandwich without sausage or bacon. So, just cheese and egg. But if I'm at Starbucks, it's that spinach wrap. Oh,
Good one.
yeah, I love that spinach wrap. It's great.
Stephanie is saying that sometimes if you're having difficulty in a sleeping position, a wedge pillow can be good.
I had those. You threw them out. Candace and Ted, I had them, and they threw them out.
Well, time to reinvest.
They didn't even ask me if I wanted to wash the outsides and live with the crusty insides. I said, no, purge that, purge it now.
Where do you think we learned to be ruthless, Wilma?
I have the best friends in the world. I just want you to know. I want to go back to the makeup party.
Yeah.
I do want to do a makeup party. In fact, actually, I was talking to Candace, Wilhelmina, and Magnolia Sugarbush, my other illegitimate drag daughter, about doing a live makeup party with us, the 4 of us, or combinations of us. But I thought it would be fun.
That would be great.
Whereas if I was doing an interview with somebody, that would be an edited film. That would be edited and finished. But just doing a live makeup party, kind of something like this.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm so sorry, guys. I keep talking and then forgetting to. I thought this was going to be much more efficient, Candace.
It's been fun, though.
It's been great. Are you kidding? This is the best time I've had doing one of these, because I'm always by myself. This is a hard thing. I am not a lonely person. For the last 3 years that I have literally been in my apartment alone, not going out or going anywhere, I have not missed anybody. Because the important people in my lives came and visited. Excuse me. I also did a lot of Zoom chats with people and other people. So I really did feel like a lot of that time I was still connected with people. I didn't feel like I was missing out or out of the loop or anything like that. And then keep this in mind, when I'm out, like whether I'm performing or whatever, I don't hang out. When I'm done my set, I usually leave. Usually, well, I usually host, so I'm last anyway, but I just don't, I'm not a drinker. If I smoke pot, I like to do it alone because I just end up staring, and that's not fun. I mean, maybe people enjoy watching you stare. I don't enjoy people watching me stare. But I really didn't miss anything during the lockdown. But now I find like I'm more interested in having people come over and do stuff with me. So like for this, I would never have asked anybody to moderate my live before. It had come up, other people had suggested it, you need someone to moderate, but it was always said in passing and no one ever followed up, and I wasn't going to ask anybody. And then that's why today with Candace, it was like, oh, perfect, all right. I'm not hermiting myself anymore. And one of the things that was so great, Candace, about you coming over is normally I would fret and go, oh, this isn't done, that's not done. And in fact, there was a lot of stuff in my apartment. Like I tidied up. I had to, there was some recycling that needed to go. There's some garbage that needed to go. But my laundry is just in a pile over there. And I have stuff on my bed, as you all saw earlier. I'm using, it's Super Color from Krylon. This is a fabulous little white, cloud white, I like to use for my eyes. But yeah, one of the things I want to do more is have people over for things like, so Patrick Morano is a friend of mine on YouTube. He has a great little channel. he talks about a lot of stuff. Right now, he's got a fabulous little video about George Michael and his first boyfriend. And Patrick's great. And he and I used to work at Proud FM together. And he wanted to do a makeup. Like, he wanted me to kind of put him in drag makeup. And I didn't want him to come over to my apartment because, you know, of all the stuff I was dealing with. So I kind of begged off of that and ended up just doing something on video that ended up getting, it didn't work. We ended up not doing it, was the end of the story. But now, like I'm in a better place to kind of do those things. So I'm hoping to have like Patrick over for a makeover, a drag makeover, and I'm going to do. There's a couple of friends of mine. Alison Dorr is a fabulous female comic, but she also has a record company. She's on the radio. Like she's another one, just fantastic. So I thought I would do that with people locally. You know, even have like someone like Hillary Yaz come over and maybe give her a Wilma makeover instead of hers.
Totally. Wow, we've got a lot of great comments to get caught up on, so maybe we'll throw a few up there.
Yeah, do it.
Dread Pirate said, you know, suggest maybe bedazzle the filth out of that walker.
Right.
That's something to do. Oh, Darcy is saying that sometimes swimming is great for physical therapy. And that could be good.
Yeah.
Paul wants to know, did you give your medical team your YouTube channel? I'll bet they love to
There is
see
not
you.
one person at Western University Hospital that hasn't seen Wilma Fingerdew. Every one of them. They're like, oh, so what do you do for a living? And I'm like, well, I'm on YouTube. And they're like, how do you mean? And then I'd show them a picture and they'd be like, I immediately got better treatment than if I showed them Wilma.
Oh, and Dixie's also saying, can't tell you how wonderful it is to spend time with you all again, Wilma. I missed you desperately. You have to thank everybody on the Facebook channel for keeping me company. Lovely people. Yeah, it is such a great group of people, a great group of Drag Race fans.
Well, thanks, Dix. I hope you're doing well. I know you were having some issues and stuff. And, you know, this is the other thing. Like, it's been a month, and I feel like, you know, there's part of me where it's like, oh, well, these are just people online. I don't really know these people. But then you do know these people. And I do miss talking to you guys and hearing what you're up to and what you're dealing with. And, you know, we all have stuff going on. And we're not really any different. We might, you know, the ingredients might be different, but it's still a stew. It's still a stew.
Ivan is sending love from Sherman Oaks.
Oh, Sherman Oaks. Woo!
That's pretty great.
Nice. California. Isn't that right?
Yeah. House of Milan wants to let us know that Wilma, they got a second job. That's why there hasn't been much product this month.
Oh, well, honey, it's just a matter of time. The economy needs to bounce back, and then everyone will realize they can't possibly live without your nails on the ends of their fingers. Here's
a question. Mel W wants to know, are you on Lasix? That's a fun medication. You know what I mean? For the recreational medications that we're on.
What is it? What was it?
It's Lasix. I'm not familiar. I thought of Lasix as an eye surgery.
I thought that was an eye surgery as well.
Yeah, but I'm sure that there must be more permutations of Lasix out there.
Yeah, what does she mean by that?
I'm not sure.
What do you mean by that?
What do you mean? Oh, Dixie, this is really interesting. I would love if you would do some kind of Move with Wilma series for those of us that can use some support in getting off our fannies. I mean, I think a fanny is a great place to be, but...
well, it depends. Are you talking about an American fanny or a British fanny?
Exactly.
And whose? Can I see the fanny first?
Exactly. Just a quick audition for the fanny.
Fanny cam.
David Burkett just wants to say, as a Patreoner, I just want everyone to know how much fun we have in the live chats. More people should come and play. Yeah, so there's definitely good fun on the Patreon. That's
we have a good time. That's for sure.
Oh, Dixie's also saying she lives for those colored brows.
Yeah, those are fun, eh? I'm using all the colors from the Watch the Queen Conquer palette. I'm not using another palette. I had one out. I had another P. Louise palette out only because I think it had white in it or something, but I'm not using anything from here that isn't already part of the palette. So yeah, so these eyebrows I used from this side, and I used this color is Opposition and No Escape, and then in the front I used a combination of My Turn and Sacrifice. These two colors here, these two, and just for red because I have a red wig, so that's what we're gonna put on. Ooh. So now eyeliner.
Oh, liner.
I've been on this tear to find the best eyeliner, and I still can't.
Well, thanks, Tea Leaf fan. Good to see you again. Thanks for doing this. Good to see you too.
Tea Leaf fan.
Yeah.
God, I just want to say thank you all for dropping by. I haven't talked to a lot of you in so long, and I really appreciate it. No, I have to go with it. I was so nervous to put makeup on today because it's been so long. And I just really, I don't know. But what's funny also, before I went into the hospital, I was also feeling like putting on makeup was a struggle. Like I wasn't, like it wasn't going on well. Like I always seemed to make mistakes or have trouble with it. And I'm actually having a lot of fun today.
Mel got back to us with an answer. Lasix is a diuretic because Wilma mentioned peeing.
No. They had me on blood thinners at first, and then no water pills. But I pee all the time right now. Not all the time, but when I do, it's like, get out of my way.
Here's a good question. Michelle wants to know, have you heard anything from Maddie Rants?
No, I have not. Why should I have?
We don't know. There's a couple of people who are wondering the same thing, if anyone had heard from Maddie.
Oh no, I didn't know that Maddie, has he stopped his channel?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
I thought I just saw a post for him for something.
Oh. Thanks, Dixie, for the encouragement. Oh, Steph says your look is on fire.
Oh.
Loving the look.
Thank you. I'm just trying to set my eyeliner. Dark purple.
And Darcy agrees. Steph, it is hot. Although that could have been about the weather. But regardless, hot is good in all of these.
I thought you were here to help me. I thought you were here to help me.
Oh, Psycho Space Cat has confirmed Maddie has been doing a bunch of lives. So I guess.
Oh, good. Yeah. Okay.
Well.
So Maddie's good. I love Maddie. I just haven't had time to watch anybody.
You know what, Kareen? So Kareen has said, thank you so much, says that I love your laugh. It's, you know what, you're either on board my laugh or you're not. I've literally had someone once come up to me after a movie and tell me that my laugh was like obnoxious. And I'm like, we're at a comedy. What do you think I should be doing here? You know what I mean? So, and I also thought, you must have real fun in your life that you're coming up to a person after a comedy to let them know how much they upset you.
Yeah.
I felt like that person had more going on in their life that I needed to worry about.
No kidding. I always get people coming up to me because I'm at comedy shows saying, "Oh, you have a great laugh." I've had people ask me to come to their tapings. But the worst thing is if they're not funny.
That's it, Richard. You're dead on. You're dead on. When you have such a recognizable laugh, people then know when you're not laughing.
Yeah. Yeah. And then they're acting like, what part of this contract did you draw?
Exactly.
It's like, there was no contract. You said, come see my show. You have a great laugh. I said, okay. I have a great laugh when someone's funny.
Oh, man. Powder Blue with like a little money-making suggestion that maybe you sell all of your baby drag queen and high school names to the highest bidder.
Oh my God, right? If I were smart, I would have copywritten each and every one of them as they came up.
Oh, you know what, Joanne? Joanne for the win. Like a nice, good question. I love these. How many Funkos do you have, Wilma?
I only have these 3, and I only have them because people sent them to me. John out east sent me Hello Kitty and Carmen Miranda Betty, Bugs Bunny, and then I can't remember who it was. This girl, I think she's in Toronto, out at Gerrard and Broadview. I think maybe that's her. I can't remember who sent me this. I have to go through my videos and find out. I'm so greatless, but it's a lie. I'm so grateful for anybody sending it. She sent me the John Waters one, and I love it. And the funny thing is I don't collect these things, and I'm not a really big collector type. I do collect things like the Hello Kitty mirror that I'm going to give away in my 10,000 viewer giveaway. I also have this Hello Kitty purse that I got at a yard sale for $0.25, and it's just this little metal purse. But I keep all of my charger cords in here.
Oh.
So it actually does something, but it's also Hello Kitty. But like I used to have a lot of Hello Kitty stuff, but once I moved into a bachelor apartment, I kind of stopped becoming a collector in my head.
Right.
But people send me stuff, and I don't discourage that at all. I mean, I'll put it on the wall, but I don't collect them. Like I don't want anyone to think that I have a secret box of them.
Yeah.
But then that said, there are a couple that I wouldn't mind having. Apparently, the Trixie Mattel is quite expensive.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, but I would love the Jinx Monsoon.
Right.
I would love the RuPaul. I'm trying to think who else. There are a couple of other like non-drag race related Funkos that I would totally want to have, but I can't think of any of them now. You know what I mean?
I've got a couple. I've got one that is Maleficent.
Ah, yeah, that's a cute one.
And I've got Frankenfurter. So
yeah, see, Frankenfurter would be a fun one to have.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just not. I'm not a. I have a hoarder mentality, not a collector mentality, if that defines it.
Yeah.
I mean, I just literally, friends came over and asked me for wigs, and I had all these wigs I hadn't looked at in years. And I kind of went through them and brushed them out and reset a couple of them, and they all look gorgeous. All of a sudden, I'm like, oh, I should wear. But I hadn't known they were in the box, so I had to kind of get rid of them. And once I did, it was like, oh, now I have like that Rubbermaid bin behind there on my bed. That's empty now. So now I have something else I can either store stuff in that I'm keeping, or if I have to move, it's a nice way to move. I love moving in Rubbermaid bin.
Nice. So, quick question. Kareen wants to know. Kareen sent 2 crochet clip flowers.
I have them right here, and oh my God, if you didn't,
received.
I wanted to talk about them. I'm actually going to wear them in a thank you video. Let me show you guys them. I'm so glad you brought it up because they're right here, and I'm doing a thank you video, and in that video, sorry, I'm just looking for a few things.
Okay, well, while you look, I also just want to say, Martha here, talk about throwing a temptation out there. Martha Anastasia saying, do you want a Trixie Mattel doll, first edition, never out of the box? I'm like, what do you gotta do for it?
Oh, I might have to wrestle Candace in the mud for it. Sounds like she might want it.
Maybe.
I would never say no to anything. I used to work with Keanu Reeves back in the like 86, 87. We used to work at an Italian food store together. and super nice guy. As nice as he is on camera, when you hear people talk about how nice, he's nicer. All those people make him sound like Scrooge.
Yeah.
He's even nicer in person. He's just one of the sweetest people. When I was an extra on the movie Youngblood, that was his first movie.
Wow, Youngblood.
Yeah, and he was the hockey player on the Youngblood team.
Yeah.
And he was on the ice, skating around as the goalie, just getting ready for the next take. All of a sudden, I hear my name being called from the ice. And it was Keanu. He saw me up in the stands and recognized me. And so he took me down for lunch every day with the cast from Youngblood. So Patrick Swayze, Rob Lowe, all these people. And we used to just sit and have like grown-up actor lunch. Everyone else was eating Kentucky Fried Chicken. And it was so funny because Keanu, like somebody stopped me and said, you're not allowed back here. And Keanu was like, oh, he's with me. And they were like, oh, okay. And I remember sitting across from Rob Lowe, and I thought I'd never met a more stupid person in my life.
Oh my Lord.
Oh my God, just absolutely. I could hear the cat food song just singing in his head.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, so funny.
Have you, Powder Blue wants to know, you mentioned you read the Elvira memoir.
I have it. I haven't finished, but I have it, yes.
What have you thought so far? What are your thoughts so far on her wild life?
Funny. She is just, never mind that she has great content to talk about. Her writing is, I can't believe she hasn't written more. Like, it's just so engaging how she writes, and it's so easy to read. Yeah, I quite like Elvira. She's one of the rare people I've had dreams about.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Vaughn Reeves, hey. From New Orleans. Oh my gosh, I've always wanted to go to New Orleans.
Me too. Did you see, not Girls Trip, the other one, that Rough Night?
No, I haven't
seen
that.
Rough Night is the one, it's Girls Trip with
I think it
Queen
is
Latifah
Girls Trip.
and Jada, and they're in New Orleans. Funny.
And Tiffany Haddish is in that.
But the other one with Scarlett Johansson, Rough Night, both movies are so funny.
Oh my gosh, Paul Friels, is buying your existing apartment out of the question? I love Keanu Reeves and the crazy John Wick movies. I gotta say, those John Wick movies are pretty wild.
I can't wait to see the latest John Wick movie.
Yeah.
It is, I don't think they're even giving us an option for buying our apartment, which is fine because I'm not in a position to buy. I'm just not. But that said, I would like to just once live in a new apartment.
Ah, sweet.
Where like the counter's never been cooked on. Or, I'm always living in an apartment where it's like somebody else knows why that door sticks. Do you know what I mean? Like I don't know why. It's very frustrating. I don't like that. I don't like living in other people's apartment. Like I don't mind it. I have no option. That's how it is. But just once I'd love to move into a new apartment. And I've always had a fantasy of like a building I live in, going condo and then letting us stay. And like, here's your new apartment.
Yeah.
And I get it. I get it. These people want to make money. They want to own property and sell things and, make money sitting on a beach. I get it. Who doesn't want that life? But they're putting up yet another condominium in a 4-block space where there's already 20 condos.
Yeah.
And they're doing nothing to the infrastructure. This is the gay village where I live, and the pipes, like the sewer system, is always bursting in the spring when in the thaw and stuff, and it's just awful. It's just so frustrating to see them just go for the dollar and not for the environment or the people that are already living here. I pay for my bachelor, which you saw most of the apartment. I'm actually going to be doing a studio tour or apartment tour because it'll take no time at all. But my apartment is $1,260 a month in Toronto, and I think that's exorbitant. I think that's highway robbery for a 1-room apartment. And everyone I say that to goes, "Oh my God, that's so good."
That's what I was thinking, honestly.
Everyone thinks it's great, but I moved from a $980 apartment to this one, and the only difference between this one and my other apartment is I have a full kitchen.
In 10 years, a 2-bedroom apartment I was in went from $850 to over 2,000.
Holy frig.
Yeah, it was just like such a rapid change.
Yeah.
You know what? Joanne Robertson coming in again for the win with a great question. What's your favorite comfort meal or snack?
Spaghetti.
Oh, that's so great. I
Yeah.
love a bolognese. I love a bolognese sauce. I'll have to make you a sauce one day.
I love cheesy spaghetti.
Ooh.
Which is why I'm in the trouble I'm in. I'll make a thing. I'm sorry, my eyelashes are wet, so I'm going to be looking other ways than at the camera. But so I always use whole wheat pasta. I always use it. So I'll cook a whole carton of the spaghettini I like because it cooks quick.
Yeah, it's fast.
And then I do my own sauce. So I use chopped tomatoes, and then I just put in everything. I dice my own onions. I smash some garlic, and I get it all in there. But I also throw in like I throw in spinach. I throw in butternut squash. I love that in sauce because it kind of disappears.
Right.
And the squash is a good source of vitamins. And then I'll put in, like, if I have like a frozen bag of like say the ends of a frozen bag of broccoli, I'll throw that in. My spaghetti sauces are always like fridge cleaners, like to kind of get as much in there as possible. And then so the sauce is really vegetable heavy, no meat, really good. And then my problem is that I'll have a huge bowl of it, and then with a lot of cheese, and then I'll have another huge bowl of it with a lot of cheese, and then it's almost time for bed. I should eat some of that pasta. And then I'll get up in the morning and I might make it through breakfast, but lunch will be that pasta again, and that'll be the pasta gone. And it's meant to be 4 meals, and it hasn't survived a day. So that's my big problem with things like that. My ultimate, like, is no one looking thing to eat is chips. I love potato chips. I will push you down by your face to eat potato chips. My favorite potato chips, I really like those kettle cooked chips. I don't care who makes them. I don't care. If it's a store brand, that's fine. I don't care. Right. I like kettle cooked chips. I like crunchy. And I'm not a big fan of the flavors. When I was a kid, when I was 5 or 6, my mom made me her eating buddy. So if she was off work and at home, she would say to me, "Ooh, do you want some chips?" And so she'd send me off to the store to buy us a big bag, like the big family bag of chips. And we'd sit there and eat it together. But I would get like a thing of sour cream, and she'd mix in some onion soup mix. We had this fat dip and this fat chips, and we would just eat the whole thing together. So when I became an adult, that was my thing. When I was feeling good, I would get sour cream, like a little thing of sour cream, and eat chips. And so I don't do dips anymore. I try not to. If I'm having, if I want to do a dip with potato chips, I use yogurt and mix garlic and chives and stuff into the yogurt. But I haven't had chips this year. For sure, I haven't had chips this year. I may not have had chips since last summer. But yeah, I would buy maybe 2 or 3 bags of chips when I would go grocery shopping. Like, cause different brands, some would be on sale, all of it. And then I'd have them for the week. Like something that I love is ice cream too. Oh, I love ice cream, but I don't eat a lot of milk. I don't like eating milk particularly. I don't know why. I don't know what it is. It just makes me gag. I'm not a fan.
I got to tell you, people in the chat, and I've been throwing them up, are going wild for the snacks, and everybody's putting in like their favorite chips.
Oh,
and
anything
everything
good?
else.
Anything good? Surprising?
You know, we got a lot of people are loving those salt and vinegar chips. I gotta say.
Yeah, I love salt and vinegar. I also love onion and cheddar. I think that's a New York potato or something.
Yeah, there used to be when I was a kid. I used to eat sour cream and onion. That was
that was a good one. I like a ruffled chip over a flat chip, but then the kettle chips solve the problem of that lack of crunch that some of the flat chips have.
Ooh, all right. You know what? We're really going. We got a lot of snack based.
Oh, we've struck a nerve.
I know. I think we've really. I mean, I know, David, you had a question a little bit earlier back, so let's do that one, and then let's get back into the snacks. Okay, let's call it intercourse, marry, vaporize.
Oh dear.
RuPaul, Carson, Michelle. So which was if you're intercourse, marry, vaporize?
I would marry RuPaul. I would
There
have
you
sex
go.
with Michelle, and I'd vaporize Ross.
Uh,
Was it Ross or Carson?
You know what
Either
I mean?
one.
It's the same. I figured it was the same answer.
Right.
So.
Yeah, I don't mind Ross. I just don't like. I find him so distracting on the Drew Barrymore show. Not that I watch it a lot,
All right.
but it bothers me that he's on it. I don't know why.
David is also recommending. He said there's some kind of chip called Hard Bites.
Oh yes, I know exactly what you're talking
They're
about.
thick chips.
Yeah. I love those. Yeah, I really do. I like a crunch. But you know, I make my own hummus, and something that I found is very satisfying is a diagonally sliced carrot with hummus. It's very chippy.
Ah, nice.
Yeah, it's got that quality.
Have you tried? Uncertain Voyage wants to know if you've tried the Miss Vicky spicy ketchup chip.
No, I don't like ketchup. I'm one of the few Canadians who does not like ketchup.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't. I'm not. I'll have ketchup on. Ooh, look how vibrant that pink is.
It's
gorgeous?
lovely.
Um,
Stunning.
I will have ketchup on French fries, but I don't have them on the fries because that's disgusting.
Or you do a dipper.
I dip. I
You're a
dip.
dipper.
I have to dip. But yeah, I'm not a big ketchup fan. My brother puts it on his eggs, and I want to throw up down his throat every time
Oh
he
my
does
gosh.
it. It's disgusting. But lots of people do it, and I'm not judging those that do. Just my brother.
Yeah, we don't want to yuck your yum. All right, Kareen likes a Philly dip with garlic dip with crane ruffles. So good. Lady Jenny, she totally hears us on the crisps / chips front.
Yeah.
She likes a Cheeto or a What's-It in the UK.
Yeah. I don't
she
like
also-
Cheetos, those puff things.
Yeah, that's not for me. That's
but
not my
in
speed.
Canada, Candace,
Yeah.
we have the Crunchits,
Ooh.
which are a hard fried Cheeto. So it's like a crunchy Cheeto,
Oh, okay, interesting.
and they're only in Canada. It's a Canadian product. It has a huge maple leaf on the top.
Hooray for us.
They are the best. They
Are
are.
they?
If I can
Oh,
have a potato
great.
chip, I'll have that.
Martha Anastasia says there's a company in Michigan that makes dark brown potato chips. That sounds really good,
Ooh.
actually. So I'm not the only one who loves the dark ones. I gotta tell you, that sounds very delicious. I'd love to try something like that. Oh, Kareem bringing us back to ice cream. Oh, favorite ice cream flavors. Miss having Baskin Robbins mint chip chocolate ice cream.
Mine is the Baskin Robbins peanut butter.
Yeah, it's a good one. Those are good.
That's my favorite. And then I not that I eat a lot of mint chip, but that was the next one I was going to say was the mint chip. When I was a kid, my brother used to get the bubblegum ice cream because it was ice cream and bubblegum all in the same go. I love Rocky Road. I'm not a huge maple fan. A lot of people like maple flavors. I'm not that person. So I don't like the walnut maple stuff, but I like walnuts.
Vaughn Reeves coming in saying onion cheddar. Cheddar chips.
That's the one. That's the New York potato one. Yeah, that's my favorite. Oh, New York onion
I'm learning
cheddar.
so much about potato chips today.
Yeah, don't turn away. Turn away, Candace. Don't look. God, it's too late. We've lost Candace.
Ooh, Kareen, Humpty Dumpty chips for the. You know what? I remember those as a kid.
Yeah.
Powder Blue, fan of tortilla chips with queso and salsa. You know what I mean? I love a good tortilla chip.
Yeah.
Denise, I'm with you. Who doesn't love a dip? Are we cave persons here? Not today, we're not, Denise.
Candace,
not
can you
today.
hand me that top?
Absolutely.
Thank you. Try to get this on without losing my monetization. So this t-shirt I'm wearing is just a regular t-shirt that I cut the neckline out of so I could do makeup with it. Because it just makes for a wider neckline.
Ooh, nice. All right, while you're doing that, I'm going to quickly throw up Honey 2,800 in America at Steak and Shake, a chain restaurant. They make shoestring fries with Parmesan herb seasoning. That sounds delightful. Kareem, chocolate mousse royal ice cream. Stop it.
What did he say?
Stop it. There's something called chocolate mousse royale ice cream.
No, that sounds horrible.
Yeah, I'm not ready for that. I'm not
I think
ready.
that's a government plot.
Oh,
You should send it to us, and Candace and I will test it.
Exactly. We'll let you know.
And make sure it's
not.
all right.
We'll be the judge. Takis are a guilty pleasure. Spicy the better. You know, I've never had Takis.
No,
It's like a
I don't
chip
like those
situation.
spice, but I'm not a big spice person.
Oh.
My brother's a huge spice person. He makes his own hot sauce.
Oh, that's cool.
And did you hear, Candace?
I did not.
Brace yourself.
I'm ready.
This is huge. There's a hot pepper shortage, and people that make hot sauces are suffering.
Oh no, are they puckering up?
I don't know them well enough to ask those questions. Candace, I'll let you ask the difficult
Alrighty,
questions.
Just Blair, I miss you, Wilma. Happy you're back, babe. We love you too, Just Blair.
How does that look? Oh, here, this is what I was. These are my crocheted flowers. This came from LeBlanc and McIntyre family from Sault Ste. Marie. And my good friend Carla Collins is from Sault Ste. Marie. And look at these, kids. These are crocheted flowers.
Ooh, those are gorgeous.
Yeah, look at how cute.
Those are stunning.
So I want to wear them, but I'm not going to wear them with this look because.
Yeah, no, but I can
But
see
I have a
that.
dress, and I call it my knitted dress, and it is a stretch lycra dress, but the print on it is a knitted pattern.
Oh, interesting.
It's very odd. Yeah,
I've seen sheets like that actually with a printed knitted pattern on them.
yeah. I don't know. How do I look?
Oh, I think you're gorgeous. Kareen, have you seen KFC flavored ruffles? No, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know how
I feel about that either. Yeah,
It's good for someone. I don't know if that someone is me.
yeah. That sounds kind of.
Oh, Stephanie, I want to take part in this. Sticky rice and mango is like crack to me. You know, I don't know about the crack portion of it, but I will get into the sticky rice and mango portion of it.
No kidding.
Ooh, it sounds delish. Delish. Oh, Vaughn, I had bubblegum ice cream in Wells, Canada.
Yeah.
There's a gold mining place my mom took me to when I was 11, one of my biggest memories of my trip to Canada. Oh my gosh, that is so cute.
We have this place up north here in Ontario called the Kawarthas.
Yeah.
It's just a district, an area like the Kawarthas, like the Poconos. You know, it's just this cottage country north of Ontario, north of Toronto, and they have, like, it's actually called the Kawarthas because they have their own dairy, the Kawarthas Dairy.
Yeah.
And in stores in Toronto, you can buy Kawarthas milk.
Yeah.
And it's gorgeous. But they have the dairy up there, the Kawarthas, and they sell ice cream. So they have their own, like, Baskin Robbins type thing. And that's where we got the bubblegum ice cream. But, Jesus, in the summer, that place was just making money hand over fist.
Amazing.
We used to go to the Kushner's cottage.
Oh, the Kushners, them. Yeah, right.
Well, we rented from them a couple of summers in a row. But I'm sure they asked us to stop coming.
All right. David Vogelhut.
Vogelhut, yes.
Coming in hot with the Chicago mix popcorn. You know, it's pretty good.
Oh, I love that so much.
Yeah.
Oh. I love the first time I tasted Chicago. Oh, look, I just screwed up my lips. The first time I tasted Chicago mix, I thought for sure I was going to throw up.
Oh, why?
Cheese and caramel. Ugh.
Oh, you know what?
Ugh. Ugh. And then I tried it. Woo!
Right. Oh, yeah, I can see an aversion totally before you try it.
Huh.
Just Blair says they're obsessed with the black bag of Doritos. I don't know what the black bag of Doritos
The
is.
black bag. Uh-oh.
Oh, that sounds serious.
Like, is there a doctor in the house, black bag?
Well, you know what? That does sound medical in nature. Ooh. Paul coming in with butter brickle. It's vanilla with pieces of toffee swirled in. Sounds like an ice cream.
Yeah.
Sounds like an ice cream. I'm all about it.
Yeah. I like rum raisin.
Oh, I love a rum raisin butter tart too. Not gonna lie.
I love raisins in my butter tart. My brother goes ballistic.
I know. It's a divide, and the way I feel about it is great. More raisin, me. Exactly. More raisin-filled things for me. Good. I'm glad you don't like it. Yeah. Best news I've heard all day.
Yeah. Because I don't like you either.
Oh, powder blue. Okay, we are on it. We are on the lips now. Stephanie did want to mention that those crochet flowers were beautiful. They are. They're so gorgeous.
Yeah, I'm doing a thank you video, and I'm featuring a lot of stuff that, like, I'm thanking all my tipper dudes. I haven't thanked everybody, and I want to. And I know it would be a lot to add to an actual review, so I'm going to do a separate video. And I have a couple of other things that are en route that I want to include in the thank you. So I'm just giving it a couple of days. But yes, I will be thanking everybody for their attention. I'm going to try a dark lip with this light face.
Ooh.
This is Ace Butte. Is that right? Yeah.
Ooh, Denise, and so many people saying how gorgeous you look. They're loving the lip look. Looking fabulous.
And then, normally I do white as an ombre. Might still have to. I don't think that this red is light enough.
Well, we've got a little bit of a callback. Psycho Space Cat was saying they can't make their salsa verde because of that pepper shortage.
Yes. Yes, it's a real thing. People are going out of their minds. Especially if you're a person who likes to make their own sauce.
Yeah.
Because now, if you can get your hands on anything, it's going to be exorbitant.
You're looking stunning.
Ugh.
Lady Jenny wants to be sure. Don't forget the beauty spot for Leon, Wilma.
Thank you. Oh my God. Oh my God. I almost forgot. It's been too long. Oh my God. That's so funny.
Oh, Just Blair says something about Bluebell wedding cake. Bluebell, I don't know what Bluebell wedding cake is.
I don't know. Is that a thing? Is it a finishing move?
I don't know. Is it a finishing move?
I'm going to slip you the Bluebell wedding cake, God. Darling.
Oh, not the Bluebell wedding cake. It'll get in all my crevices.
Brace yourself. That's what crevices are for, darling.
Oh, man. You know what I mean? Everyone loves a full crevice.
How does that look?
Stanosha.
I need jewelry. I think I need jewelry.
All right. You need some accessoires.
Accessoire.
Oui, madame. Oiselle.
Oiselle.
Ooh, Joanne, you're so kind. Wilma, this look is serving. I think so too.
Thank you.
Oh, Martha loves some rum raisin, but not in a butter tart.
No.
Oh, you know what? Uncertain Voyage. I'm gonna co-sign this. I don't do it very often, but bacon and toasted and peanut toasted sandwiches are delish. There was a diner near my place that would have something called the Elvis Special, and it was peanut butter and bacon sandwiches.
Yeah, disgusting.
Oh my God. And then they had something called Chocolate Elvis that was all of that plus Nutella.
Ugh.
It was wild. Wild. Oh, that auburn hair is perfect on you.
I love this. You know, I was just, I came across my original Wilma wigs. I had some friends that wanted some wigs for a charity event that they're getting dressed up for. And they asked me if I had any wigs that they could, you know, liberate. And I was like, of course. And so I found my original Wilma wigs, which were these Marcel Wave things, and I put 2 of them on my head. They were very short, but they were the auburn color that I wanted Wilma's hair to be. So when Denise reached out to me and said, I'd like to make you some wigs, she was the one who said, you need to be a redhead. And I was like, I do not disagree with you. So this is where we've landed.
I think next time we do a live, we're gonna have a chip segment where we try some potato chips.
Well, Candace, we should do that. Trying snacks with Candace and Wilma, or with Alma and Wilma.
Alma and Wilma. Alma snacks.
Alma snacks. Now with Wilma.
There you go.
There. I love these. Look at these. Aren't these gorgeous?
They are stunning.
Yeah. Amazon.
Great.
Yeah. Oh, there we go.
Ooh.
I think we got a full beat in. How long was that? How long have we been on the air?
We've been on the air for 2 hours and 20 minutes.
That's not bad. I thought 2 hours, between 2 and 3 hours. Isn't that what I told you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Kareem, thank you.
I don't have nails on.
Oh, well, not yet.
Well, I'm not putting them on there.
Oh, okay, fair.
I got things to do.
Okay, Kareen is encouraging us. I wish you'd watch us do snack vids. They watch us do snack vids. It's a whole thing. Oh my God, it reminds me, I don't know if anyone on this chat ever watched this old TV show called Community.
Yeah.
And there used to be like a running joke that there was this side character that he had a YouTube channel that all he did was review frozen pizzas. And so that's what it makes me think of, just reviewing frozen pizzas.
Well, there's a couple of different channels, and I'm sure you all have seen them. I've seen them. I haven't watched them. But where drag queens, whether they're Australian drag queens and they're trying American snacks,
right,
or American queens trying Australian snacks, like they've done that. So let me just say this right now. I think that Candace and I rating potato chips is not a bad thing.
Well, Uncertain Boy just said that they're going to send us chips to taste.
Well, I was going to say, oh my God, Uncertain, you message me and I'll send you our address because I will take you up on that offer. But I would also like to say, if you're in a country like Britain where they have different things, or Australia where they have different things, and all their different things are delicious, unless it's Vegemite. Actually, you know, I have to tell you, I would like to try Vegemite now,
right,
as an adult, because I tried it when I was quite young. It was disgusting. But like olives, I think it's something that, you know, a mature palate might like more.
We both had that olive thing. I did not like olives when I was a kid.
I hated them when I was a kid. Now I can't get enough of them.
Oh,
I'll drink the olive juice out of a jar.
Yeah, I think I had to grow into it.
Oh no, I love olives now, but I couldn't. Buttermilk. That was something that people of my mother's generation drank.
Totally.
Disgusting.
Psycho Space Cat helping us out. How about calling it not a meal, just a snack?
with Candace and Wilma.
Yeah.
I would do it with you,
God.
Candace. I think that would be a
that
fun
sounds
thing
fun.
to do. Sure. And,
Mel W saying
and so if you live in a country
fantastic.
where you have snacks that you think are delicious or disgusting, I know that gay mom acing it lives in Japan. She must come across a few things. Throw them in a box. Message me. I'll give you my mailing address. When they come here, Candace and I will taste them and tell you what we think.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Yeah, I would do a couple of those for sure. And yeah, if Psycho Space Cadet wants to send us some chips, that's great. But I also know in Toronto, it's got to be one of the busiest aisles in any of the smaller grocery stores. You go into the smallest store for groceries, the chip aisle is the fullest. There's so many varieties and so many different countries that all make chips. And then there's the categories. Is it a tortilla? Is it a potato? Is it reconstituted?
You're so right.
Is it kettle cooked? Is it overspiced? Is it who has the best natural flavor?
Who does?
Oh my God!
We need to find out.
We're good.
Well,
What do we think of this pink? I don't think I put enough pink on. I wonder if the yellow that I used to separate the pink from the orange is not helping.
Oh, I think it looks gorgeous.
Yeah.
In my humble opinion.
Well, this is the first face that I've done
and the
since
wig is
leaving.
stunning.
Yeah,
Dixie,
this is great.
yeah.
So this is a Denise Chanel wig, but I brushed it out and kind of re-brushed out the curl a little because it was it had been on its side a little too long.
Beauty spot Wilma. Leon will lose his mind.
Sweet Christ!
We think of Leon. Why are we not thinking of Leon?
Poor Leon. Hold on, I just need to find my.
Amanda says you look like a beautiful tropical sunset.
Lovely. That's what I was going
Uncertain
for.
Voyage thinks you look gorgeous.
Thank you.
And I'm also very grateful for everyone else in the comments threatening to send us snacks. Don't threaten us with a good time.
Was that Lady Jenny?
Well, David Burkett has said he'll send a snack parcel from the UK.
David Burkett, you are the best. And it's not because you send me stuff, but it helps.
No. Lady Jenny will send us some snacks.
Lady Jenny knows. She knows the good snacks. But yeah, we'll definitely do a little. We'll break it down. We'll break it down into categories. I love chewing gum. I won't lie to you. No, I don't eat a lot of sugar, and it's not just because I'm a type 2 diabetes now. But I just never did a lot of sugar eating. But now they're finally saying aspartame is a carcinogen.
Right, finally.
So there's a lot of gum I don't chew anymore. But gum is a great way for me to not eat food. I just pop a piece of gum in late at night, and then I start to, I gotta go to bed and I forgot to eat because I've been chewing.
Right.
And homemade iced coffee is so inexpensive. I have nothing else to say. So there you go. This is my face. Watch the Queen conquer. I really love P. Louise. As I said, I put this face on in honor of the fact that they have a new palette. Whether it's in the now available July budget box or it's something that'll come into the regular rotation, they have this new purple tone palette, and it's Welcome to Your World of Wonders or something. I don't remember. But that, if you're looking for a purple tone palette, I really do believe that it's in this month's mystery box, the July mystery box. I'm on a no buy. I have no money. But if somebody gets the makeup, just let me know. I want to see how beautiful it is, because this is the thing that always saves me. I want something, I don't get it, and then I see it, and then I don't like it as much, and I'm glad I didn't buy it. The other thing is P. Louise has blushes, a new blush palette. There's 8 blushes in it, I think, and they're all gorgeous. They're just stunning. That's something else that you should check out. If you've never shopped at P. Louise, this is it right now. I use their base for my eye because it's a white. I love it. I'm just trying to think, what else did I use today? I used the e.l.f. Putty Primer for my priming my face. I also I have the Dewy Finish spray from NYX. I'm just gonna. Normally, when I put on a finishing spray, I do it in stages. So after I've done my eyes, the upper eyes, I'll spray them. After I've done my eyebrows, I'll spray them. I like to get everything kind of covered as I do them, and then it's just layers of saving it type of thing. But the Dewy spray is great if you like a little bit of a dewy finish, just to kind of brighten it up. But if you have oily skin, or you fight oily skin a lot, or you fight a lot of shine in your makeup, get the matte spray, finishing spray. It doesn't dry anything out. It just stops it from getting oily. And that's what the matte does. A lot of people think that they can't use the matte spray because it'll take out the highlight of their, I didn't put highlighters. See, not only did I not remember my beauty mark, but I forgot my highlighter too.
Oh, Denise threatening us with a good time. Game on. She's sending Danish pickled herring with curry. Oh my goodness.
God. Whoa. If you send it, we'll eat it.
We'll eat it.
Yeah. I'm not going to lie to you.
Oh, Dixie. Thanks, Dixie. Saying breathtaking. Darcy, you look gorgeous. Fabulous. Oh, and I just want to say this too, Wilma. I'm just going to put this on the screen for a second. Add the GoFundMe because I just want to say
Oh, yeah.
thanks. It looks like people have given throughout the live as well.
Oh, God,
So,
you guys are so
yeah,
oh, my God, you guys are so
you.
sweet. Yeah, I'm going to be closing that down after the weekend. A couple of people, I always feel so stupid saying this, but a couple of people asked me not to close it just yet because they haven't had a chance. And my attitude is always, you don't owe me. Like, please don't. But I'm so grateful. This is my favorite thing. I just, people, what's your favorite product to use? I love a lot of products. I like a lot of different things. I like a lot of companies. P. Louise is a great company. Juvia's Place is a great company. And then there's this fabulous little company in Ireland called Be Perfect. And they make this thing, and it's called the Get Wet. And this came out with Stacey Marie's Carnival palette.
Ooh.
And there's 4 of them. This one is Skin Sheen. And it literally looks like, I don't know if you can see it, but it's glittery.
Oh, nice.
So when I put it on, I literally pat it on, and it gives me that glittery glow. It's not like a smooth shine. I want that glitter. I'm a drag queen. I want people to go, she stuck her face in glitter. It's like, yes, I did. That's exactly right. And then for the highlights on my cheeks, this is a new product from P. Louise. It's their highlighter. This is their Hollywood Hills one. It's very gold. It's really nice champagne-y gold, very light.
I love that.
Yeah, I like this. But my favorite one, which they're sold out of and have been since they launched these, is the White Wedding. Just because it's white. Like I'm so pale. I prefer a very bright, toneless highlighter. But these are all my highlighters. I do not need another highlighter. I'm good on highlighters.
Oh, amazing. Well, I would be remiss if I did not say that Chloe joined the chat. Chloe Demore.
Oh, hey, Chloe. There you are. There she is. How are you, doll? She was on a live herself today with
amazing.
Tia and I want to say Sylvia Manro.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, they did a live. I wanted to watch the live, but I was busy being famous.
Oh my gosh.
All right, so we have my highlighter on, I don't know, it's so funny. I haven't had my makeup on in so long that I feel like I'm missing something. Does anyone else think I'm missing something? Got my beauty mark. I don't know. I'm not loving that lipstick, but it's not terrible. I don't know. I think the next time I do this, I'm going to do the pink on the lid and the orange out here. I don't like the pink out here. Somehow or another, I feel like it like there's a lot of color here, but it fades off on camera.
Right.
And I just feel like the orange would have caught the camera better there. But I don't hate it.
Yeah, no, I think it looks good. I think it looks great.
The first official face of Wilma.
Ooh, Stenosha.
Summer 2023.
Ooh.
Well, I think do we have any other questions?
Yeah, I guess we'll just do that. We'll just do
just some last roundup of questions before we let you all go and have a fabulous Saturday. I hope you had a good 4th of July if you're in that part of the world. I hope you had a great Canada Day if you're in that part of the world. I know that there were some not great moments for some people, but I'm hoping that you weren't one of those people. And if you were, God bless you. I, again, want to thank everyone who sent me a tip or do or joined me on Patreon or bought a Redbubble merch product or even supported my GoFundMe page. The links for all of those things are in my link tree off Instagram if you're looking for any of them. I haven't put any of the links up here because this wasn't a fundraiser. This was me coming back to YouTube. And I have to tell you, it's been 3 weeks since I've been out of the hospital, and I was nervous to do this. I was nervous to put makeup on again because I haven't had it on in a while. And now that I'm looking at myself, I'm like, oh, I don't know. Is that how I used to do it? I don't really know. The lighting for me right now is all I can see are the wrinkles in my forehead, but I think they're all washed out for you guys. So but I was really kind of nervous to put drag back on and get back in the mix. So the things that I have planned now that I've broken the seal type of thing, I'm going to be doing a thank you video. So I will be specifically calling out people that supported me while I was in the hospital for a month. I am also going to be reviewing season 8 of All Stars, the episodes I missed. So episode 3 through to the last one this last week. with Wilhelmina Box Farts. We will be doing it together, just talking about the season. And then we will review the finale as a duo as well. So that's happening. I also have in the works my Death Becomes Her makeup and movies. There's a couple of others that I have to do as well that are in the works. But the next one that I will be filming and editing is that. That should be coming by the end of, well, hopefully the beginning of August, but maybe the end of August. And I also, we've got the I bet Alma Fingers won't eat that series. Ask Alma, she'll eat anything.
Oh my god.
What's that? Life cereal? Ask
yeah,
Mikey.
Exactly. It's Mikey.
He won't eat it. He hates everything. So we'll be doing a brand new series. As soon as the food comes in, y'all, Candace and I will be on it like a tick on most Northern Ontarians.
There you go.
We also have, of course, I'm going to be starting up my So Wilma again. And the first one I'm doing will be with Candace and with Wilhelmina. I'm going to show you how to do a block for a top that you can also then make into a dress, like just a basic, here's your shape. This should fit you no matter what you do. Because I think once you know that sewing, anything else is easy. And after that, we're back to Drag Race. I'm not sure which Drag Race is scheduled to hit the airwaves. I have a feeling like it might be season 16.
Yeah.
But we have Canada in the wings. We have UK in the wings. Australia in the wings. Now, I also want to be clear. There's a bunch of other drag races. France started, Mexico started.
Yeah.
There's a whole bunch of these drag races. I haven't even watched them yet because I really haven't had the time. My problem is when I'm watching TV, I'm not often watching it. I'm doing something else.
Right.
Like teasing a wig or making eyelashes or sewing or some such thing. I'm doing something else. So I can't watch foreign drag races because I can't read them. And I just find it hard to also review the foreign drag races because I read them. I watch them once to read what's going on, then I watch it again to see what's going on, and then I still have to write my review and pull pictures. It's really a lot more work than the other ones. So I decided that I had to draw the line somewhere, and I'm just not going to do any of the subtitled drag races. And I hope that doesn't come off as racist or I don't know how else it could come off as, but it's just really down to me and the way I watch stuff, and also having such a busy schedule. I really want to start getting out of doing drag race videos, not altogether, just if I keep it down to just even the American franchise, maybe America and Britain. I'm not a big fan of Canada. I'm not lying to you. But if I just did American and Britain and maybe Australian, if I did Australia, then I'd have to do Canada. We'll call it the colony review. But either way, I do want to kind of streamline my drag race reviewing so that I can spend time on other things. Because whether you guys watch them or not, I really enjoy doing the other things too. So I like to have a variety of things. For every drag race video I do, I like to do a video for me. And for you. I hope you enjoyed them too. So thank you so much for joining me on my triumphant return to YouTube. If I wasn't watching because Candace was moderating, but I know there were some tipper dues going on. So thank you very, very much. You're all so very generous, and I just love you all, and you humble me at every turn. I know that there was some new activity on my GoFundMe page. As I say, that link is up in my link tree, which is on my profile on Twitter and on Instagram. I think it's also on my YouTube profile. You can, from my link tree, go to my GoFundMe, my tipper dues, my Redbubble store, join me on Patreon. There's also the Facebook group, the Figure family. There's there's other things, but anyway, so there you go. That's all there on my link tree. I thank you all for your support, for your love. It really, every drop of love reached me. I felt everyone. You all were instrumental in helping me get through a really difficult period of my life. And as I say, I was in the hospital a month. It did not feel like I was there a month. And I feel so much better being out, and I'm so happy that I'm able to kind of literally almost pick up where I left off and continue doing what I love doing the most. And that's just slapping makeup on my old face and talking to people. So thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a great rest of your weekend. Stay tuned to the Figurative Review because I will be coming back very quickly, hopefully with Wilhelmina Box Farts for our All-Stars review. She's sick. she got whatever bug her boyfriend picked up during Pride, so she's coming off a cold. So we might not be able to get to it as quickly as I'd like, but we will be back, the two of us together, doing All Stars 8 review, and then other fabulousness. So there you go. For any of you that want to send food to Candace and I to test, message me and I will send you my email, or you can just email me at WilmaFingerdew, SRSLY, at gmail.com. That's WilmaFingerdew, Surflay, at gmail.com. That's the email. You can email me directly there, and I can give you a mailing address, or you can message me here and I'll send you the email. I will be answering all messages that are left here that I didn't answer this way. And there you go, the longest extra in the history of the world. Thank you all for joining us. Thanks to Candace for moderating. Next time, Candace, there'll be more in it than a hand job. And
it'll be a 2-hand job.
Well, somebody's got to still drive the bus. Sandra Bullock. And until next time, miss me. I love you all. Thank you so much. Mwah! Seriously.